everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Savage World Deadlands. I am the Game Master, Jahananan.
I'm Casualty CDG, but you can call me Gary, and tonight I'll be playing the part of Heavy Pete Perkins, the Hollowed.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. My name is Kevin, but tonight, once again, you can call me Crooked Charlie. I used to be a train robber and a bank robber, and yeah.
Hey folks, I'm Matt, but tonight I'm going to be playing James Daffodil, who I just tried to kill a feller, and he just went and run off on me.
Man. Howdy, y'all. Thomas Avenger down here in Houston. I'll be playing Butch Wyatt. Oh, I'm tired, sort of lawman, down and out. With a gambling problem. Yeah.
Yeah, our terminally ill old man over here. But yeah, nice cosplay, Gary. That's cool.
Thanks, thank you.
Tom is wearing a little vest.
I have a hat, but
he has a hat.
Does not work with headphones.
Does not work with headphones.
No headphones.
What if you wear the headphones? Well, he's got them off. What if you wear the headphones forward like LeVar Burton, like they're dope glasses? Yeah, you can.
No, it's just funny that you started yelling.
Perfect.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, just use the chat, man.
Just what every cattle drive needs.
Why are my headphones like this?
And I made my character blind, too.
Yeah, nah, you can tell that guy was made by a PC because he made his character blind to get the hindrances and then invented a device to let him see. So that's definitely a PC. But yeah, anyways, so you guys, last we left off, the Lazy S was camping for the night, and during the night, you were attacked by Bayou, Vermilion, and Tosair. Through a series of events, there was some action. You guys killed quite a few zombies, which was cool. And then you guys pursued, namely, Daffodil murked the ever-living crap out of Tosair, and he had to turn into a bird to fly away. In hot pursuit of that bird is Crooked Charlie's Vulture. After a really bad roll, he is not very close, but he is still following. And then James Daffodil hauled ass after the would-be cattle rustler bushwhackers. I believe Heavy Pete just got done, one of you guys just got done murdering the last of the undead.
Combo.
That you can see. And James Daffodil is in hot pursuit. He just killed a man on horseback, actually. And that's where we shall pick up. Memory serves correctly, I believe we started with James Daffodil. So we'll just go with... Mr. Pete.
So I was... I'll go, but I just looked at the last roll in the chat, and it was me with that 33 fighting.
Right.
So I just went, it was Daffodil and then me. So Daffodil shot a man, and then I finished off the undead with a heavy club over Butch Wyatt's head. Butch ducked, he shot one in the head. I swung a club over and smashed the last one to death.
This all sounds very familiar. Yeah, so you just did that. And James Daffodil's in hot pursuit. It's almost splitting up into two scenes if you guys don't, follow suit, which you don't have to. But James is chasing after them, and then it's up to the three of you to decide your course of action, I suppose. You're temporarily out of, combat, as it were.
You two go after him. I'll get the cattle back to camp and get camp in order.
I'll just not.
Yep.
So... you want to go.
It's no secret that Heavy Pete is real bad with horses.
You are real bad with horses, so you're going to go try and hold down the fort.
That's right. I'm going to make sure it's clear around here. There's no stragglers around. You two follow him. Make sure he doesn't get hurt.
So you're watching out for the DMs. Fuck you. I got you. And then the other two of you you're gonna go ride hard after Mr. Daffodil to help him out.
Is my vulture still in pursuit of the crow?
Yes.
I would like to follow the vulture on my horse.
Yeah, everyone's headed in the same direction.
Oh, okay. Then I'm heading
follow.
I'm heading in the direction of Daffodil, with the vulture in mind.
Absolutely. So you're looking up the whole time,
Jeez.
following this vulture. I just realized Tosair is actually one of our models that shows up on our screen. He's there right now. But yeah, so you two ride off. I'm gonna go ahead and send it back to James. James, you just shot a man in the back. He fell off his horse. But there are still several other men, and they are driving cattle towards this canyon.
Well, y'all better cut it out. And I shoot at them again.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me that shoot. That shooty shoot.
Bam and a bam.
Uh-oh. So yeah, you after you just shot a man, your horse kind of like jumps a rock as you aim, and poof, and it just goes wha-cha, and ricochets off the canyon wall. And that is what happens there.
I do get 2 shots.
Then you can fire again. You only get 2 shots. Do not miss your chance to shoot. This opportunity comes twice in a lifetime. Yeah, that's better. So, pow! You're gonna hit. So the bullet goes at the guy. It's like, you know. And so go ahead and give me that damage. Oh, he's already doing it. That's a 6. Let me go ahead and take a look at this feller's vital organs. See if he gushed them up good.
I sure hope so.
You know, I also hope so. I like it when people gush up vital organs. It's kind of my thing, you know. It's kind of something that I enjoy doing. I do believe that. That's definitely going to be a hit. And his toughness is right there. Yeah. So, whoosh, you shoot him right through the back, and he goes ah, and he falls. It's like very cheesy movie style, fall backwards.
Nice, classic.
Ah, and then boom, you get one. And then we're gonna have Butch White, Crooked Charlie. You guys are tearing ass that way, and as you do so, it begins to rain. There's like a big old off in the distance, and just. But Butch, I'm gonna let you go.
God fucking damn it!
I guess your goal right now, if you want to catch up, is to catch up. So I would ask for a writing check.
That's what I'm gonna. Great. It's gonna work out really good for everything that I want to happen. Carry on the wrong page.
Floor is Mrs. Thomas.
What is writing under?
I believe it is going to be a dex check.
Oh, agility.
Yes. If you don't have it trained, which you don't.
Fat rolls.
So as you tear ass, you're hey Cyberpunk Uncensored. As you tear off after them, your horse kind of does a little circle and kind of takes a second to head off. Your horse kind of shows off a bit, and you don't control it very well. And they just kind of pull a little bit. You don't close the distance, essentially. Crooked Charlie, you're looking up at your vulture, but they are all heading towards the canyon. And you see the raven, the crow that Tosair has turned into, outpacing your bird.
About how far is the crow raven from me? Is it within gunshot?
No
range?
I mean, technically, but it would be like a minus 8 shot. It's like way out there.
Yeah, it doesn't seem reasonable to try. And how many guys do I have in front of me within range?
You don't have anyone in range yet. You are taking off after them, and you have to close the distance in order to shoot. I mean, you could fire off, but your friend's over there, and they're pretty far. It'd be hard.
Nope, I'm just gonna, as soon as the rain starts coming down, I'm gonna be like, oh, son of a bitch! And I'm gonna pull some of my booze out of my bag and start drinking, and then start riding harder off towards where we're headed.
You take a swig to steel yourself for this hard ride, and you do well, maybe? Go ahead and give me that ride check.
Ride.
It's probably just agility if you don't have it trained. I feel like the only trained horseman in the crew is James, which is funny. That's the same thing. So you take a little longer than you should getting the booze out of your bag. And then you take off after Butch. And you guys maintain distance. You don't close it. Mr. Pete Perkins, you're heading back to camp to check on things, right?
That's right.
You'll hear whoosh, brah, and you'll hear almost completely muffled by this thunder scream of a woman's voice.
I start running that direction.
And you see silhouetted just for the briefest moment. It almost looks like stop motion. Some of the undead, a couple of them on the ground at this point, after she killed some of them, surrounding Miss Sutter.
Filthy undead.
And you're in the grease immediately. There are still 3 standing. She put one down herself, though.
Instead of pulling out my heavy club like last time, this time I reach down to my hip and pull off the sawed-off shotgun.
Ooh, okay. Let's go ahead and check this shellac-a-lac.
That's not what I'm going to do.
It's not what you want. You do have 3 bennies, though.
3's not
Let
terrible.
me Benny that one. Let me Benny that baby.
I figured you might want to do the reroll on that. There you go.
Yes, much better.
That is a successful. Wha-pow! You do shoot them. Oh, at least one of them.
So the shotgun does a whole thing.
Does it?
If they're within short range, it does 3d6. If they're within medium range, it does 2d6. If it's long range, it's 1d6.
Well, I did say you're in the grease, so I'm going to say it's short range.
Short range?
Yeah.
All right.
You're like, right, you run up. I was expecting club action, so yeah. Ooh, damn.
19 damage.
So
Nice.
that is enough to cause an actual wound. So these things are just like minion base. So boom, you blast one of these things clean in half with your sawed-off shotgun. Bye, Thomas. Oh, there he is. He teleported. Let me wrangle him back into position. Yeah.
After that, I'll put the sawed-off back down to my side, level the club, and wait for him to come at me. Come get some.
Yeah, one of them turns to you, and then the other remaining one continues to crawl towards Abigail. We're going to go ahead and shoot on over. We're going to do some bird action now, Crooked Charlie. So your bird is still flying on towards the other bird. And I'm going to go ahead and let you do these rolls. But it is going to be just a straight-up athletics check. Bird versus bird. Let's see how it goes.
You got it.
It's not going to go very well.
So just roll athletics once?
Yes.
Cool.
Your birds. Oh, yeah, you're birds and you have the same athletics. So.
Booyah.
Yeah, that's not bad. But Toset rolled even higher. I got an 8 plus a 3, so haha. Well, isn't that equal?
Yeah.
Oh, that's equal. So yeah, I'm bad at math. You actually just stayed the same distance, but he's still like way off. Your bird is kind of far away. Because if I recall correctly, last game you rolled really bad on that initial chase. So the birds have gone. Heavy Pete is getting in the grease, and then James Daffodil. So you are now approaching the canyon. You are right there. You're going to be in it in next turn. And there are still, I believe, 3 other gentlemen going hard on horseback. At this point, they're more trying to get away from you than they are trying to get into the canyon. But some of them are going to finally try to kill you. They're going to turn around on their horse and they're going to take some shots off at you. Let me see what their skill is here.
Fuck that daffodil.
Right?
Fuck that daffodil. Yeah, they're going to go ahead.
I don't think so.
Actually, fun enough, they just a couple bullets whiz by your hat. Just you can feel like the felt on it just kind of get rubbed a little bit the wrong way. Whatever you do next, though, you're gonna go ahead and be doomed by Leighton.
Thanks, Leighton.
Our good friend Leighton.
What?
You can catch Leighton on tomorrow night. You can doom him. Right back.
Leighton?
But yeah, so it is your turn, James. You, two of them turn around and return fire. One of them rides hard ahead. And you are doomed.
Okay, I'm going to, because my pace is faster than theirs, I want to try to cut them off.
Okay.
So,
Oh yeah, you are faster. I forgot because of your horse skill.
Indeed.
Oh, Vampire Blight has blessed you to cancel out the doom.
Thank you, Vampire Bites.
Our viewers are battling each other in the chat.
Yes. Avenge me.
And that's why Vampire
Kill them all.
Oh, so is that your writing check? I see.
Yes, unless I need to re-roll.
No, that is aces. So, you actually do manage, you ride past the two guys that were shooting at you. You are now in the canyon. So, it is only large enough to be like two horses abreast. You get right past them, now you're in front, and you're next to the lead rider.
Nice.
And he looks over at you, kind of worried.
Hmm.
Ooh, I get an extra Benny. Thanks, Leighton. That means I have 5.
May I still do something?
I would say yeah.
Cool. Then I'm going to take 2 shots at these jabronis.
Absolutely.
On ponies.
Try and get these jabronis out of here.
Bang. Ba-bang.
Ba-bang, ba-bang. Go ahead and give me 2 damage rolls.
All right.
Fucking slinging lead. Daff.
And bang. Damn.
Dill.
What?
I just rolled terribly.
Those are not great. So what happens is you shoot like right past them, and you see like one of them almost drop their gun in fear, and the other one kind of pull back on his horse, be like, "Whoa!" and he like drops back.
Wow.
A little bit. Because what that did, you gave them the shaken condition. And so what that means is that they can only do like basic actions next turn, but they are not killed. And so now you're up there with the rest of them. Go ahead and let me know what you're doing, Mr. Wyatt. Looks like he froze again. Mr. Pete Perkins, we're going to shoot over to you in the zombie camp. There is one coming right at you. I suppose it probably gets to attack you. So I'm going to go ahead and have it do that. What's your parry?
My parry is 8. My toughness is 9.
So your parry's 8. That's fun. That's fun for me, Gary. Thanks. I appreciate it.
No problem.
It's okay. The enemies get harder eventually. So this is going to be...
Am I still frozen on y'all's end?
You are
Back
no
and
longer frozen.
forth.
You just unfroze.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So your parry is 8. I did not get an 8 on my d6. So it comes barreling at you, and it tries to bite at you, but you just easily sidestep.
Now that I am not frozen, I'm going to realize I'm a terrible rider and not able to make up that ground as I see Daffodil just rip ahead. So I'm going to follow that scream that I heard and see kind of Pete. God damn it.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the middle
at
of
some
it,
point
and
you
then just
heard
run
a
right into
shotgun
him.
blast from behind you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can ride on back.
So I'm going to go just run my horse right into that and try to clear them out for Pete.
Oh, nice. So you're about to swing on this zombie, and the horse is just going to pull up and kick it with its front leg, knock it to the ground. But it's still undead and very much still undead? Yeah, it's fine.
And then, while he's on the ground, can I just go ahead and shoot him in his face?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm going to try that.
Yes, that's a hit.
Yeah. Where my guns be?
Daffodil, give yourself a Benny.
Bajang.
Leighton has done it to make up for dooming you earlier.
Thank you.
Vampire bites will doom you to make up for the boon.
Right? That'd be really
It's a
fun.
great equalizer.
Oh, look. I roll damage like you, Daffodil.
So you shoot him right in the head,
2d6.
but it goes in one cheek and out the other, and all it does is sharpen his teeth and
Ooh,
create
Fight Club
jagged
style.
shards of bones within his mouth. And then it's going to continue to get up and come towards Mr. Pete again. But, Pete, it is your turn.
I'm gonna level my heavy club and knock this thing's head from its shoulders.
I'll believe it.
Oh shit, maybe not.
Yeah. You do kind of a clumsy swing. Your hands are getting wet from all the rain. And just when you swing, lightning blast flashes and makes everything look kind of stop motion-y. And the erratic movements of this undead make it hard to hit in that very
So
instant.
Zack
Also
Snyder boner-inducing scene.
I was thinking the giant horse riding up also might have scared the shit out of me.
That too, yeah. You're a little shaky. You're like, whoa, there's Butch riding up hard. But yeah, no, you swing, and this thing doesn't dodge it. He just is moving funny and is out of the way. And just then you hear a gun blast go off on the other side of Butch as Abigail opens fire on her zombie. She's having a similar issue with the lighting and the rain as she lets two fly, and one of them actually kind of it doesn't go close to you, but it goes in your general direction, which might be a little off-putting. I believe that takes us back to Crooked Charlie and the bird attack.
Yes.
Yeah, if you would like to do your pursuit of this bird, it's about to enter the canyon as well. And it's
Oh, the
gonna be
bird on
hard
bird,
for
gotcha.
Yeah, the bird
And
on
that's,
bird action.
Athletics, right?
Athletics, yes.
That tasty. Boom. Let's do it.
Oh, not bad. So yeah, you do close the distance a bit, and now you're actually a little. Yeah, now they're actually kind of. There's actual pursuit going on. Before he was way off in the distance.
Terrific.
And then it's your turn yourself. You put your flask down as you take your shot of whiskey before your epic ride into the canyon.
Has that epic ride into the canyon gotten me any closer to where Daffodil and I can sandwich the guys?
So when they entered the canyon, they kind of bunched up and slowed their pace a little bit. So you are able to close up a little bit. But with your previous roll, you're not the best rider.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to take another ride in closer and try to get within range of shot.
Absolutely.
Ooh, stole something. So I'm gonna jump off. I've tucked the flask away, and I like squint kind of through the rain, And I'm like, oh, there they. I think I see somebody. Fuck it. And then I'm gonna like spur the horse, and we're gonna get after it big time. Not bad. Not a bad roll.
No, a 4. I mean, 4s are general successes when it comes to these kinds of things, and I haven't seen it fit to start applying negative modifiers just yet for the rain. So you do close the distance a bit, and that coupled with the fact that they're bottlenecking up there, you get close enough to shoot. They were only really like 1 turn ahead of you, anyways.
Perfect. And how many guys do we have here?
One guy just dropped a little bit further back. There are 3 total. You see 4 people on horses ahead of you, though. You're not sure exactly which one James is. But you think you see a bad guy closest to you.
Well, in that case, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot him with the Lamat revolver. That's a damage roll. Where's the shot at? Sorry. Shooting. Gotcha.
Shooting.
Yeah, it's actually 1 step easier than it seems like it should be.
Right.
So yeah, you fire off a shot that will basically make contact. It's not quite bad enough to miss. So go ahead and give me that damage.
So I pull out that revolver and I'm like, take that! And I kind of hit him and kind of super damage him. I blow a hole in the guy.
Grazed his fucking arm off.
What did Crooked Charlie name his pistol?
It's called L'Erect. Instead of the Lamat revolver, it is the L'Erect revolver. It's sort of like getting wrecked in a fancy way.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like much like Charlie does himself for recreation.
Oh, I thought it was like it gets him erect.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, I guess, you old pervert.
Whatever melts your.
That's why I tried to touch my hang down, guys.
But yeah, so this guy was already shaken from James trying to shoot him last turn, and as he drops back, he almost like rides into the bullet, man. Like his head just snaps forward, and he does like a full flip off his horse as brain matter just sprays all over his horse.
Thanks, Charlie.
I just raise back and start to fall off my horse, and then you just hear me go, God damn it, and then I right myself on my horse.
Speaking of falling off your horse, the horse that is now out of control, covered in brains right in front of you, sort of, does a little bucking bronco action. Go ahead and give me a check. Whatever you want, really, to avoid this. Whatever you feel is applicable. Riding, probably, but maybe something else if you could justify it.
Throw glycerin at it. Clear your path.
This is me?
Yeah, it's you. Still you.
Oh, my bad. I thought this was happening to Daffodil. Oh, Jim Daffy. All right, so, yes, I'm going to do an athletics check, and my justification for that is, I'm going to do some crazy business where my horse kind of rides at it, and then we jump over it.
You're
like a hurdle.
Man, it's episode 3. We're already jumping the horse. I got you. All right. Go ahead and give me that check.
And then, so I'm riding up, and I see the horse, and I'm like, oh, nasty. And then I spur Nerd into action. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So what happens is you do get this kill, and you do try to jump this horse. Your horse kind of stumbles over the top of it, because it is a little bit harder than a standard check here. You don't fall off your horse, though. Long story short. You do fall behind a little bit, though.
Stir truck this other horse.
James, you're up front.
Looks like I made it.
Yeah, you hear this going on behind you. If you peek back, you can see Charlie trying to recover from his haphazard jump. But then you see the guy in front, the guy you're next to, do this with his arm. And then you hear as the canyon starts to drop rocks on top of you guys.
What?
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It sounds a lot like a trap, no?
It wasn't how the trap was supposed to work. But you have made these men desperate. So that happens. Go ahead and give me a ride check to not be crushed by rocks. You're definitely not crushed by rocks.
Can I re-roll for better?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now the question becomes: you are in control of this
daffodil
situation.
we know.
You have this moment of clarity. You know,
Standing straight up on his saddle, arms crossed, just straight through it.
trustful. Yeah. So now you do so good. Time kind of stops for you. You see the rocks coming. You know what to do with your horse. Now you got to decide what side of the rocks do you want to be on.
Okay.
Sweet.
Where's the cattle at?
The cattle are currently behind you, but they are driving at your back hard. There are some in front of you as well, but the majority of them are behind.
Okay. Well, I want to try to get the cattle out of here. The ones that I can save.
Okay, so you want to try and stop these cattle from being crushed as well. So
Right.
you pull up hard, and this is going to actually require a separate check. And there are rules for this, which I enjoy about this game. I'm going to need to go a lot faster than that.
If you're successful, Abraham's gonna give you a Benny.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if
I like
Abraham can give you a Benny, but boy, would he want to.
I can give bennies.
You can give Bennies.
I like that it's being dangled here.
It's like a character relationship type of Benny.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the rules for control of livestock, and it will just simply be another writing check. It looks like, or you can make intimidation if you want to, but I don't know why you would.
Yeah, I'll just do the riding check. All right.
Oh damn, there it is. So yeah, you pull up hard, and you stop, and you're able to spiral these cattle. Pretty much, you make them run into the wall a little bit, which isn't the best thing for them, but it's better than getting crushed by rocks.
It tenderizes the meat, goddammit.
Tenderize.
Let me see. There is another guy over here. Let's see if he gets crushed by rocks. 'Cause
He must. I think he must. Right?
well, since he rolled a 1.
Does he have a name?
No, he's a nameless chump. So the other guy that you've been chasing this whole time, the last like henchman that isn't the guy in the front, he looks at you as you like pull up. He's like, "Ha, I'm getting away," and then he gets crushed by rocks right in front of you. He's like, "Ah!" Just like that. That's my impression of a man dying by being crushed by rocks.
It was perfect.
I take my hat off for a moment of silence.
He didn't have a name. Fuck that guy, dude.
Mostly because my head.
R.I.P. Rock guy.
Yeah, so that guy's. You did stop these cows from continuing on though. So you saved like half of what they were stealing at least. But you get the impression that they weren't really necessarily trying to steal them. They were probably just trying to fuck you guys up. Let's see. I think we should go back to the camp. Yeah, Pete and Butch. There are still 2 there, and they're still trying to kill people.
Anyway, I go in and start blasting.
Yeah, go ahead and start blasting. Okay, that's a blast. And that's also a blast. Those are 2 blasts.
Bang, bang.
So go ahead and let me see that damage.
Yeah.
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
shit.
So the first one, you finish that one up. They just got up. You blow his head clean off. Just clean off his body. He goes flying into just bits. The other one, you shoot him like in the chest, which would have killed a living man. But it does not kill this thing. Pete.
Why don't you go on and step back in your tent, Miss Sutter? I walk up to the last undead that's in front of her and bring my club straight down from over my head as hard as I can, crashing down on this guy. And I think that this game allows anybody to do like the classic Dungeons and Dragons reckless attack type of situation.
Yeah.
It does.
I don't know what they call it, but I think
it's called
Berserk, I think.
Berserk.
I think so.
It's like what is it, a -2?
Yes.
All right. We're going to do that then. -2 fighting.
That's what I recall. Yeah. So whatever this is -2, that's still a hit. You still beat his parry. So he doesn't even turn around. You just overhand smash this thing. And then go ahead and give me the damage.
War
Oh, I
Club.
think. Are you talking about the wild attack?
Yes, I think I am.
Yeah, it's actually a +2 to fighting and a +2 to damage, but vulnerable until the end of the attacker's next turn.
That's right. It's plus to attack. So it really would have hit, and then it's +2 to damage. So that would be 14 damage,
9.
and I'm vulnerable to attack.
Yes, you overhead smash this thing straight into the ground. You hit him so hard that his spine and head stay there like a signpost. And the rest of his body just peels away, like in a cartoon or something. But
I look around to make sure there's no more undead in the area.
just you.
Why don't you stay inside until we get this all cleared?
She'll respond. I have to go check on the horses.
I look at Butch.
Yep. I'll check the perimeter.
Yeah, you guys are maintaining this the camp, which is good because it stops me from doing backdoor kind of stuff.
Let's go to the horses then. I'll follow you. You ain't going off by yourself in this.
Yeah, absolutely. You actually protect her while she goes and checks on the horses. If you guys lose your horses, you guys are in trouble. But at the canyon, James, it's you. Crooked Charlie catches up to you. You guys have these cow like pinned in here. And if you're not careful, it could turn into a bit of a dangerous situation.
Well, all right. I guess, Charlie, we better get these out of here, back to camp.
Oh, what about them other two fellas? You just gonna let them run off? You yellow-bellied bastards.
Charlie, we done a good job.
Yeah, some's better than none, I guess. That's fucking... What? I'm gonna look up at the sky a little bit. Where's that goddamn bird of mine?
Yeah, you see the bird. They both dive off after each other in the canyon, and they disappear out of your sight. And then you hear...
I think I might have found it. All right, so what about these cattle?
Charlie is old. Yes, Charlie is old. Yeah, the cattle are here. You guys have
60s.
You guys have like 10 head of cattle trapped in this canyon now. You could turn them around and it would be okay, but if you don't, they'll start to tear each other apart.
I think we better turn them around. Get them on back.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, that's going to be another ride check. James, that is a pass, and then Crooked Charlie. Yeah, you guys turn around like champs. You guys have been doing this your whole life, apparently.
And I strike a pose like at my horse bucks as I pull my bottle out, and the sun kind of hits, or the moon, whichever you prefer, behind me perfectly, sort of like a Captain Morgan, like a whiskey label.
The lightning from the storm.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even better.
Bronco bourbon.
Yeah, you guys.
It's like drinking lightning in a bottle.
You guys push
Bronco
these cattle
bourbon.
out of here.
Good enough.
And you head them back to the group. Something digs its claws into your shoulder, Charlie. And you look over, and your buzzard's there.
Oh, well, hey, other nerd. Did you make it back okay, bud? I want to inspect him for some damages.
You see that he's, like, preening a spot in his wing that has, like, it looks like a feather's missing, but he doesn't seem to be too worse for wear.
And doesn't look like he's got anything for me?
Nah, he doesn't have any blood on his beak or anything. It seems like he got shot at.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just like kind of whisper to him and then shake my shoulder, and he's just gonna circle above us and follow for now.
I don't know what they sound like.
Exactly like that, dude.
But yeah, he'll take off, fly around. But you don't have any supernatural connection with it, I don't believe, right?
Let me check.
I don't think you can like see through its eyes or anything.
That's what I was hoping, but I'm not sure. It didn't really specify, so I think
think-
that's something that we just argue about in front of an audience.
I think you can do it like later.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, so Pete, Butch,
No,
you
no,
guys
sight
check on
beyond
the
sight.
forces.
He can do it.
Everything seems to be on the up and up. There are some more undead over there that seem to have been taken care of by other members of the Lazy S.
I'm gonna go around and just put an extra round in ones that look like they may need it. Not quite headshotted enough.
Yeah, just go around finishing them off. That's a good
I'm
idea.
gonna search the bodies of the undead.
They have gross stuff in their pockets.
Last I remembered, those Bayou whatever gang didn't have any undead working for them. Well, why the hell are they here now? So I'm looking for, I guess, to be clear, if there's any, like, I don't know if they have like a magic fucking necklace or pendant or like a brand from some kind of dark magic. I don't know if they're under control of some kind that I can visibly see.
You cannot see any visible means of control.
Okay, all right.
Hey,
You
Pete,
know it's possible.
I know you have to eat meat every day. Can you eat undead?
Yeah, but I prefer not to.
That's so gross.
Yeah, I get that.
That's nasty, bro.
Now I'll start throwing these things into a pile to burn them.
It is raining a bit, but you guys are able to
Yeah.
get something going using accelerant. And the other lazy ass, they'll come on out and they'll start helping you guys burn bodies. It'll be a tense rest of the evening, and the rain won't let up today or the next day. But sometime earlier the next day, before you guys set out, Mr. Sutter will show back up. I forgot the other guy's name. With, I have it right here. There he is. Nope, that's not him. That's a bad guy. Oh, there he is. Luke. Yeah. Luke and Mr. Sutter show back up after their scouting mission. How'd everything go?
How'd everything go?
Oh, you asking that?
Yeah, I'm asking them.
Oh. Yeah, we found a good spot for the cattle to graze the next few days. We scouted ahead the trail a bit. It looks like we're going to be coming
While
up
you were
to
gone.
a river.
While you were gone, we were ambushed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe just send Jack out ahead to scout from now on.
I mean,
Yeah.
he does.
So I'll tell you what happened. Some sick fellers wandered into camp, started acting ridiculous. So a couple of our fellers had to put them down. While that happened, a guy with his hoodlums came and tried to steal all our cattle. I shot the guy. Somehow he ran off. I killed a good number of his people, though. And then we got 10 head of cattle brought on back.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Anyone die?
Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah, some
Anyone?
dipshit whose name we didn't know.
Anyone from our side?
No one who mattered.
No matter. That's what he was asking. He was giving shit about the other guys. Yeah, no. So he'll look around, and they'll be taking count. They're making sure that no one snuck off with anything else while there was the distraction going on.
For some reason, seems like they had undead working with them.
Hi, Xavier.
Yeah. Kind of suspect.
Undead. Yeah. I mean, that's just. It could have been. They could have been employing undead, or they could have just been.
Or else someone picked a piss poor camp.
It's also possible. It's also possible.
Yeah. Like I said, maybe just leave that up to Jack from now on, Sutter.
He'll eye you.
Could use your experience and leadership for morale around the camp.
Yeah, I guess so. He'll say that they found a good spot for the next camp. I didn't see any undead out there, so hopefully this goes a little bit better. But today, you guys are going to be needing to have it's more of a regular drive day once again, and I believe I remember most of your positions. Daffodil, you were pulling up the lead. Kenton will commend you on leading the cattle on your own yesterday.
Well, thank you.
But let's see how you do today. Since it is raining, the rain's gotten really bad. The ground's starting to get wet. It's been raining all night. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Give me a riding check, and everybody's going to be doing their checks to handle the cattle today with a -2. It doesn't matter when you roll a 29, though. What does that even mean? Oh, you rolled 2 12s. Yeah.
What does that even mean, he says? What is that? How? What?
I had to look at the math. Yeah, no, he rolled 2 12s and a 5. Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, you're right. What the hell? Even?
So the cattle all do a musical number. They do shaboopy, like in Family Guy.
Shaboopy.
But now somehow you manage to keep you get several lead cows so that the cattle can kind of have more to follow since it's harder for them to see in this heavy downpour, this deluge. And it looks like other people made some stuff too. You drive, yeah. So everything's made with a -2. So that looks like, yeah. What are you doing exactly, Butch? You're in drag, right?
Heading up the rear.
Yeah, you're heading up the rear. Yeah, so you're able to keep any from you're able to keep any from breaking off in the back as they tend to do, and you're kind of keeping an eye out too. You don't trust that those Vermilion Bayou boys are done with you guys. Crooked Charlie, what are you trying to do, Crooked Charlie?
I'm just sitting shoddy on the chuck wagon. Actually, if I remember correctly, I think I'm sitting Kurt Cobain in the chuck wagon.
There you go.
So,
so with your 5, which you got, Pete, driving the wagon, with -2, that's going to be a 3, which is not a success. Your wagon is going to get stuck in the mud.
One way to get it out.
Eventually, as you guys are trying to get it out, Butch, since he's in the rear, will come upon you guys.
God fucking damn it. What am I rolling here?
It depends on how you want to try to do this.
It's not going to be great for Butch.
Are you going to try and physically push it out?
I'm going to try to physically push it out.
I'm going to pull out any sort of lumber that's in the back of that and lay it down in the mud, like to make just a track for that wheel to roll over and bring my horse to the front and pull that direction that it needs to go, either left or right to help.
Shit, that's what I'm going to attempt. Just a single stick of dynamite would move this fellow right along. What do you say, boys?
He's not wrong.
We'll save that for Plan B.
We'll call it Plan B.
Plan B works for me.
The lumber will be the help action. So go ahead and give me, I'm going to call it intelligence. putting it in the right spot. If you have survival, I would allow that. A 9 will succeed.
Matt.
So you're going to give a bonus to whoever is heading up this operation, which I believe is right.
Jesus.
So that's not the best roll.
Time or
but,
two transporting prisoners we got stuck in the mud.
His bonus that he confers to you with his help roll, it takes out the difficulty from the rain pretty much, which was what it was designed to do. So you actually are able to push it up out of the mud.
Push it onto the wooden tracks.
Charlie's on front, just cha. And they start moving again.
Hop off and let's slop and throw the board back in there.
Hey, D-Ski, thanks for the sub, man.
Hey, yeah, thank you.
Oh, he gifted a sub.
Yeah.
He gifted
Thank
6.
He gifted a sub to you, Gary.
He did.
Thanks, D-Ski. I appreciate it, man.
I don't have one, so thanks for me.
A bottle
Well, there you go.
from Mars with love.
Well, now what?
He get a bottle of vodka from me in the next campaign.
Yes. Yeah.
Got a bottle of vodka from me tomorrow.
Oh man, people are starting to cross our shows over. Oh, thanks, Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so
Charlie.
you guys are free.
Charlie,
What?
you got any tobacco on you?
Oh, Jesus.
You gotta need
As sure as
tobacco.
the day you was born, Sonny. Here.
I'm gonna throw him 2 cigars.
Ooh, cigars.
Sweet. And even every now and then when Charlie looks back there, the wind's ripping sideways. You can just see my face like illuminated under my hat and collar somehow through the wind, just back there chain smoking still.
We'll say you cough into your hand during this, and the rain washes away the blood.
I sure do like helping a fella find his way to his grave. Enjoy, Mr. White.
But no, so with that, you successfully freed the wagon,
Obliged.
and you guys successfully led the cattle. This day is once again over, and you guys have to get through yet another day. As always, I believe this is day 5 now. Yeah. So the dawn of the 5th day. It starts off like any other day. It's still raining, but it's starting to let up a little bit. And you guys travel on down, keep on heading north, driving hard. After your mediocre breakfast. And
Is it still
eventually,
fucking raining? God damn it!
it's now it's drizzling. It's more or less drizzling. You can see the sun again.
Drizzling is raining, you ass.
I mean, yeah,
Drizzling while the sun's out, even worse.
yeah. It's not. It's no longer bad enough to give you negatives. For the most part, unless you get to like a really muddy area. But eventually, James will hear it first since you're right in front. But you see Jack riding back. And he'll pull up to you and Luke. The river's full up ahead. Seems the rains have turned it into a torrent.
Well,
Jesus fucking Christ. Who is scouting this?
Jack. Jack is scouting.
Fucking walk us into the zombies in the middle of nowhere and into a fucking full river. I vote for a new scout.
You want me to shoot him?
Good scouts are hard to come by. Scouts can't control the weather.
No, they cannot.
How do you suggest we get across this river?
So yeah, you guys all hear it, and eventually everyone pulls up and stops. The river is bursting its banks, and it's just white rapids all the way down. And you have a couple of options. Sutter will be up there with Jack and Luke, and whoever else wants to be in the conversation. But the rains were unexpected. This fording this river should have been pretty easy.
Well, Charlie, how much dynamite you got?
Oh, enough to create a whole separate river, I'll tell you that much.
It's a lot of dynamite.
Well, how long would a dam hold?
A damn what?
But yeah,
damn, Charlie.
so your options are to try and figure out a way across, or to divert and try to go around, or more or less follow the river until it comes
Well,
down.
water makes me a little nervous, is all.
Yeah, we're not going to get the chuck wagon and a bunch of horses and cattle across a torrential. I mean, we don't really have much of a fucking option. It sounds like.
So it is.
Well,
I'll
we
let you
can
know.
wait.
It is possible to get across the river. It's not impossible. It's just harder than they were expecting it to be. It was going to be like knee-high, sort of trudging through a little bit of water, but now it's swimming.
As
What
far
do you
as I
say,
know,
Mr.
no one's
Sutter?
watching us for the minute.
But
Mr. Sutter, these
Go
are your
ahead.
cattle. What do you say? You want to risk them drowning, or you want to walk around the long way?
well, I'll tell you, I'm a little worried about them coming up from behind us again. I'm hoping the rain kind of put them apart, and if we cross this river now, we might not have to worry about them for a while.
That's right. If we go around, they're going to have
Jesus
shallow
Christ.
water in a week. They'll be on our tail before we can know it.
That's very true. So I guess the choices are to have to fight and protect what's ours, or to risk it all and to be.
So
free of them.
I've got one of my edges is connections. Are we near like a town or anything? Because Charlie's backstory was that he would rob trains, banks, stuff like that, but then he wouldn't keep most of the money. He would dump it into the economy of smaller towns, like all women villages or the church of a small town somewhere out west, stuff like that.
Unfortunately, you guys are in the middle. There will be some stuff on the trail, but that hasn't happened yet. This is still kind of the middle of nowhere.
Bummer. And that's on the other side of the river too. Like there's nobody that I could request a ferry from or something.
I mean, if you like traveled upriver for a while, but it would,
Nah, never mind.
it would take some time.
Let me take a look at the river. I spend a penny and I kneel down and stick my hand into the wet mud.
Okay.
I want to see if I can control the worms that are in this part of the river and wriggle the masses throughout the water and see if there's a deep and shallow side. Kind of feel my way around with the worms' bodies.
So you guys, all you can see, all the ground around him, all
Gross.
these worms just start like sticking out of the mud and just doing like this. They're all kind
Oh,
of.
sweet baby Jesus.
It's very disturbing. But what you can't see is them doing it
That
in
is
the water.
fucking creepy.
So what you're trying to do is figure out the best places to step.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what I have 5 minutes to control the swarm, so I would more or less just move the swarm around the terrain so I knew what parts of the terrain were high ground, and then disperse that swarm so we know the safest route across. But in my mind, I'm feeling the gross, wriggling swarm. I'm feeling the earth and the mush and the mud, and I have just an understanding of that, of the ground underneath the river,
I would say
deep
that's
within my gut.
I'd say that's a fair use of the supernatural swarm ability. So the fun part is the part that you guys are looking at fording is actually much deeper than it looks. It's like a high point. It just doesn't look to be. But if you move further downstream just a little bit, there's a much better place to ford. And essentially what that would do is this is giving you a bonus to cross.
So all
Nice.
the worms are going to come out of one part of the water like a big tentacle of worms in a writhing mass, and then just disperse. That's our path.
What is your problem, Heavy Pete?
Good.
A worm will crawl
Goody.
out of your eye and fall on the ground.
Yeah, it crawls out of right here where the bullet hole's at. One more worm.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, so essentially what that's gonna off put the negative modifiers out.
God damn, that is horrifying.
It is horrifying. I like it. I like how creepy it is. It works. But so it sounds like you guys want to do this then. Sutter will look at you. Sutter will look at you, Pete, and be like, "You think we could cross there? Really?"
I go and get on the chuck wagon and turn around and say, "Yes, sir, I do. I think we can cross right where the worms led us."
He's gonna pull out a block of tobacco and take a bite. Pa-ting! He's gonna hit a spittoon out of nowhere somehow. Like, well then, you heard him. Epic music starts playing. That's right, Xavier. Just like City Slickers. It's the only way.
Yeah.
That's Sports Center.
I think that was 18.
So who? Oh, that is 18. Who wants
And
to
it also
be
doesn't count as singing. There's no lyrics there.
Who wants to be the first one across this river? Essentially, they'll be leading the cattle.
Oh, no. Good lordy, no.
Anybody? It can be
Oh,
an NPC.
continue.
It's just
I
not
can-
as exciting.
Yeah, let fucking JJ do it, dude.
Yeah, fuck yeah! I'll fucking do it. Look at that fucking water. Fuck yeah!
God damn it, he's not dead yet, that creepy son of a bitch.
You can't kill me. I'm full of Mountain Dew.
I was hoping
yeah.
somebody would cave your head in last night thinking you were an undead.
Sure
How
was
can I be
hoping.
undead? I'm the life of the party. He'll spit and it'll hit a spittoon like a mile out. Ping.
Did you have to roll for that?
For what?
He doesn't. That's
No,
one of
it's
his
his.
passives.
It's his emote. Yeah, I just hit /emote.
It's one of his. It's actually 3 of his edges and advances.
Yeah, he's a spittoon master. It's an ancient art. But yeah, so if any of you PCs want to lead the way, otherwise it'll probably be Luke that'll be the first one across.
My character is terribly afraid of water. So
Yes, you are. Thank you for reminding me. That means that this will involve some fear rolls for you.
I'll probably notice Daffodil's hesitation at this point.
It does seem out of character for him not
You
to be
alright?
like, fuck yeah, I'll be first.
Yeah.
Because he's
water
pretty
just
gun
makes me
on
a little
this.
nervous is all.
I'm going to ride up next to him, kind of knowing about his backstory a little bit, and just pass the bottle over or offer it to him.
I take a big swig of whatever Charlie's drinking.
There you go, Jim Daffy.
Come on now up front. The chuck wagon ain't going across first.
So, James, you're going to take a big old swig of this drink.
Yeah.
You want, so you have some options here. If you drink enough, it can help you with the fear rules, but it'll make you a little tipsy for everything else. Or you can just take it for flavor.
You know what? I'll just take it for flavor.
Okay. So it'll still be full fear rules.
Oh.
Yeah, no, so you guys will see Luke and Jack enter the water on their horses. And the horses actually are treading a little bit of water at a certain point. And like, you see them start getting pushed downstream a bit, but they make it across the water. And they were dragging a rope the whole time. And they're going to go try and secure that to something. And pretty much help, like, the chuck wagon across with it. Some of the cow will be starting to trickle in there, too. And during all of this, while the tide of cattle is entering the water, you guys are going to have to join them and help them stay on track. Not all are.
Oh,
Yeah.
not academics. I rolled academics. I meant athletics.
Okay.
There's the athletics.
And that's to swim across?
Well, while the cattle are in there to help the cattle across, to physically help the cattle across.
Oh, so you're going to wade on in and, like, help them. All right, so you'll be pulling up one of the flanks. And that would have been a failure if it wasn't for your worm trick earlier. But since you're Warm Chick, you know where to stand. You're familiar with the ground, and you found like a couple rocks. You're stepping on a rock, and you're like using your spookiness to keep the cattle from going near you.
Intimidation.
Yeah, I mean, the cow are afraid of you, and you can't.
I do have I have the menacing advance, the menacing edge, so I am intimidating +2 by nature. I'm a scary boy.
I always felt like it was even more to animals.
Yeah, I agree. For some reason, it just seems natural, right?
Yeah. Which one of you wants to go next? He has succeeded. So essentially, I should have said this a little earlier. Right now, he just started what is called a dramatic test. And this is the first dramatic test of the campaign. What it is every success gets you a success token. Every raise gets you a success token. And during these next 4 turns, you as a group needs to accumulate 16 successes. Which is very doable. So, but that's the first one, is a success. And so pretty much what you do is you tell me a way that you're contributing to the successful fording of this river. And I'll let you know if there's anything that goes wrong. Oh yeah, we were supposed to draw cards.
So it's a skill challenge.
It is a skill challenge. This is what they call their skill challenge.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get the chuck wagon across then, because Heavy Pete kind of ditched it.
Did I give one to everyone? No. Whoops. Gary has 2 now. You suck.
I drew one. That's my bad.
No, that's my bad. Yeah, you guys can all draw one. That's fine. And then play them immediately. Let me see what you got. Ooh, what is that? An ace of hearts?
Yeah, baby.
That is an ace.
8 of hearts.
Wait for John. Aces count as ones.
Now that would be fun. Who's the 8 of hearts?
I have a 5 of hearts.
Okay, so James is the 5.
I have the 5 of clubs.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
Don't start singing dealing with the Queen of Hearts, Gary.
I won't, because if I sing anything, then I get doomed, and I've learned this.
So Pete, you already went. We're gonna go ahead and jump back to Butch.
Oh, look, we all got booned like crazy.
Oh, shit.
Lots of bennies. It's raining bennies in the chat, baby.
Everybody gain a Benny, and thank Vampire Bites.
Thank you, Vampire Bites, for the blizzard of bennies.
Don't forget, you can use them anytime to re-roll a roll, unless you critically fail, or to do certain abilities, as Pete tends to do. But yeah, Butch, it is your turn. What are you doing to contribute to the success? Oh, I got a Benny.
Well, I'm a dying old gunslinger, so unless there ain't shit for me to shoot at, I'll attempt to help bring up the rear like I've been doing.
Gotcha. So you're going to be trying to drive...
See these snakes in the river coming at people crossing, I can blast on them.
I don't think that... I mean, that could be fun. But it doesn't seem very... Yeah, all of a sudden, all these snakes... snakes from previously...
Butch Wyatt enters like a Mario Party style minigame.
The rattlesnakes from the nest that Crooked Charlie blew up 3 games ago just landed.
They landed?
It's random snakes.
I was wondering why there was nothing to clean. Oh, well.
But yeah, bringing up the rear, so you could try to drive them. You could either do that with a ride check or an intimidation check. I guess you could shoot your gun into the air.
Yeah!
That could work.
Shooting.
Let's see. So that...
At the back, that's right. Directing them, shooting them.
So like I said before...
Everyone always knows where I'm at.
A success is 1 success token. A raise also gets you 1. So that's 2. You got 2 success tokens there. 3 out of 16, boys. And now, Mr. Daffodil.
I don't fucking get it, man.
Daffodil, if you're going to be entering the water, you let me know, sir.
So the easy way to Kevin is like if we needed a 5 to beat it, and then we rolled a 10 to beat it, then we would get 2 successes because we beat what we needed and then doubled it. So we got a raise.
Yeah, if you double,
You have to double it to get a raise, or just anything higher?
Double it.
Oh wow!
Double. And if you triple it, you get 2 raises. Like it doesn't cap.
Sounds like a sweet job.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
2 raises.
Yeah, we're looking for James Daffy to roll another one of them famous 25 horse ridings.
Yeah,
and
Where
we'll
he
be
just
done
like
with this.
jumps over the river.
Those will help. But yeah, James. So it is your turn.
Free Willy.
If you're planning on doing anything in the water, let me know.
Well, all right. I think I'll hop on Dandelion and try to help guide this cattle across the river.
Absolutely. So you get on old Demon Eyes. Go ahead. I think it is. Yeah. Give me as a free action. You're gonna make a spirit roll.
All right.
Put both hands into the air and collect the spirits of all living creatures around you for the next 2 sessions.
So you have a flashback. You know what? Do you know why you're afraid of water? Do you have a traumatic experience or something like that?
I sure do. When I was
As you enter the water, you have a flashback to this. You did roll a success, which means that you're not affected. So whatever you're about to describe to me is what you're overcoming. But go ahead and let me know what it was.
when I was a child, just learning to ride, took my pony out on the trail, and we were crossing the river, and he hurt his foot, slipped, and we both started to rush down the river. And anyway, my pony drowned, and I never quite got over that.
Pony drowned, never quite got over it. I like it. So as you remember that, you slap old Dandelion's side. She's a hardier horse. She should be okay. And you get over it a little bit. And you're like, I just got to be in this for a minute. Let's make sure no one else drowns. That is a success. So whatever you do without penalty this turn.
Awesome.
But yeah, let me know what you're doing.
I am going to do a riding-based guide the cattle across the river.
Okay. That is also a raise. So you guys are killing it so far. You have 5 successes. But someone can always fuck it up and make you lose successes or cause a complication.
Very cool.
Which can cause the whole endeavor to fail almost immediately. So, Crooked Charlie, bringing up the rear here, sir.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I got to bring a chuck wagon across,
Bring
man.
the chuck wagon across. All right. You can either try... There's a lot of ways you can do this. There is a rope available to tie to the chuck wagon to be assisted across, in which case you're going to be using athletics. Or you can use drive if you just want to drive the cart across. Or I would allow riding if you so choose. Or something else if you have a good idea.
Athletics will do it.
Athletics will do it, yeah.
I'm going to call ahead to Jim Daffy, who was the last one across ahead of me, who's probably still in the water at this point. I'm going to be like, how deep is it? Shit.
Pretty deep, Charlie.
Roll it.
Yeah,
Pretty deep, don't tell me shit, Jim.
You see his gigantic horse has its neck hanging out of the water. And just
Fuck, I'm shorter than that horse is, goddammit.
You are. The cart's pretty high up, but the cart is probably going to start floating when you enter the water.
Hot. Well, I got a 6.
A 6 on the athletics. Thanks to old Worm Boy, you guys are doing this whole thing without the -2 penalty I was going to give you.
This is up, Worm Boy.
Which means that is a success. It adds to the tally. It does not subtract, and you are about halfway through the river now.
Hell yeah.
We're going to jump back to the top of the order. I was going to reset. It's supposed to be Thomas, but Pete, you went first last time. Actually, I think you're supposed to draw cards every turn. So everybody draw a card. Let me see what you got, because something funny can happen if you draw the wrong thing. And by funny, I mean you guys are going to be mad at me.
Ooh. Ooh, hell yeah. I think. I don't know. It's a cool card, though.
What'd you get?
Do I have to show you?
Yes.
Now I got a chase of spades. He's in a fraternity.
You got the ace of spades.
Well, it's a chase, but yeah, sure.
Is that spades?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I saw it on the big window. I had to double check.
Gotcha. All right, so you got the ace
Oh,
of spades.
shit. Why does the suit change it?
Yes, suits are important.
Especially at weddings and funerals.
Especially, yeah. I got
Fresh out the box, pro
three-piece.
tip.
So odds are, no matter what everyone else gets, you're probably going to be going first. So go ahead and let me know what you're doing. You're halfway through the water. And you got to go back to back.
Who's that, PDP?
Yeah, no. Charlie.
Oh, my bad.
No,
What,
you're good. It's not a big deal, buddy.
Yeah, no.
So,
Oh, that's funny. You got a club last time, right? Yeah.
Oh, me? Yes, I did. I had a 5 of clubs last time and a chase of spades this time.
Okay. So, a fun fact, when you're doing these dramatic tests, and you draw a club as your card, everyone else needs to also draw another card.
I drew a 4 of clubs.
4 of clubs. Okay. So that's fun. We'll just have that happen now. Something has gone wrong, and attempts to resolve the task or support are made at a -2. So essentially, something's going to happen, and it's going to make everything more difficult for this round. So, what would that be? I'm going to say a bunch. All of a sudden, you hear "Look out!" From Jack on the other bank, and there's a bunch of debris coming down from something way upstream. A bunch of debris is going to be coming down.
Mudslide.
And it's going to give you guys some negatives here. Ooh, I see you guys' cards. All right. Damn, you guys pulled some good cards.
This job.
So
This
Charlie,
job don't fucking pay enough.
yeah, it definitely doesn't pay enough. Charlie, you are first up on the batting order, and the problem this round is debris. Every roll you make will be at a -2. And good stuff. Hey, I just saw all of Thomas's messages. Sorry. But yeah, what are you doing, Crooked Charlie?
Well, I'm going to spend a Benny and say the river's clean. No, I'm just kidding. I think, I mean, is there a way to, I mean, I'm dragging the chuck wagon. So is there a way to just kind of like brace myself actively?
So you want to try and ride it out. So that is an option, and essentially what that is you're like not participating so that you don't.
No, never mind then.
Mess
nope.
up.
Nah, that's a cop. Well, that's a.
It can. I mean,
Whatever.
it can be a good thing to do sometimes, but this might not be.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't want the chuck wagon to get destroyed, I suppose. But actually, you know what? I know exactly what the fuck Crooked Charlie would do. Sorry, I'm sitting over here thinking like Kevin. Crooked Charlie starts going, shit, here we go. And he pulls a bottle of nitroglycerin out of his bag as he whistles to the sky. As this happens, Nerd the bird, not the horse, the bird, flies down from the sky and takes the bottle of nitroglycerin out of Charlie's hand, flying towards the debris, dropping it right on the river garbage,
You know.
blowing it the fuck up. So everybody say.
You know. This can go one of 2 ways. So I'm going to have you using his stats for this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call it
Fucking JJ. Hell fucking yeah! Blow that shit up!
The only reason I'm not going to shoot you is because it really is dope, you fucking creep.
So you call this bird, and it picks up this nitro. Go ahead and give me a D8 athletics. So I think it's the same as yours for him to drop it on target and not kill everyone.
Yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and slide one of those Benjamins onto deck. You know what I mean? Just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and say that
Get
now.
ready
So I'm
with
not
it.
being
Yeah,
that
get ready
guy.
with it.
Man, I'm not sure if you need a fucking H.
Bird
John
is a
Benjamin.
word, son. Those droppings,
Yeah, so
right on
everything's
target.
done with a -2, but even so, that's still a raise. It's not just a success; it's a raise. So what I'm gonna say happens is the water goes flying, and all this debris. You guys all hear this loud explosion, and it spooks the cattle a bit. But it's not as loud as it should be because it happens in the water, and the debris does indeed get blown out.
You definitely hear a cackling, and the cackling is as loud as you'd expect it to be.
So I'm going to say happens here. What my rolling is going to be is you don't further the count, but you do take away the -2 modifier for everybody.
Nice.
And since you're going first, that's pretty good. Go ahead and let me know what you're doing. I think... Oh, I don't know what everyone got. Who got the
I'm gonna.
jack?
What's up?
One of you guys got
Oh,
the
that's
jack,
me.
right?
My bad.
Oh, yeah,
The
go ahead,
cards
James.
we drew. Who drew the jack?
Yeah, I think maybe try to wrestle up some of the cattle that got spooked a little bit. Make sure they're not wandering off.
Yeah, absolutely. You hear the explosion, you're like, ah, shit, these cattle are going to go downstream. Go ahead and give me that riding check. Oh, there it is. Ooh, not the success we're looking for Mr. Daffodil. But a success nonetheless. Oh, did you spend a Benny?
No, I get to reroll all writing checks.
Oh, Jesus, I forgot about that. Okay,
Yeah.
so that...
He's like not just a pro, but he's sponsored by Cavender's
And
Food City.
Not just a pro, a Cavender's pro. Yeah, no, that is a raise. He turns it from a success to a raise. That's 2 successes. And you guys are halfway there. Right about on schedule. And then one of the Avenger brothers, you will be next. I didn't actually see what cards everybody drew. So.
I drew the
Thomas
4.
had a King of Spades.
King of Spades. All right, Thomas, go ahead and lay it on me.
I'm not sure that he's available at the current moment. He's not, at least not on my end.
I am currently at
Yeah, I
the
don't see him
back
right now
of
either.
all of this
Oh, I
going
see
on,
you.
shooting to keep cows,
Oh,
bringing up their rear. So I don't know what you want me to do from this position.
Yeah, so they are starting to break the wrong way because of the nitroglycerin incident. But you can get them going straight across again by continuing to do essentially what you're doing. But on the next turn, you're going to be entering the water.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's anything I can do that's remotely helpful besides shooting, and that isn't no. The gist to that is no. Anything agility based I can do to catch him up. That's about all I got.
Riding's agility based.
Okay, let's try some fancy moves.
You're going to try some fancy moves to get them going through the water quicker.
Man, I have clicked agility and nothing is happening.
There it is.
There we go.
First one was a 4. Thankfully, with the debris gone, that is a success. So you ride on in the water. You're you're getting the ass end of the cattle drive going through the river. There are a couple other people on your flanks that are also riding drag. They're keeping like the edges going into the water. And then, yeah, Pete, it is your turn.
You smooth skins, hurry along back there. I'll make an intimidation check to just scream at everybody else to stop dicking around.
Okay. All right.
A 12. I rolled a 12.
It's starting to look pretty favorable for you guys.
So do we assume that because it's green that we all stopped dicking around, or can we make a roll to continue dicking around?
Honestly, I'm not going to force that kind of action on you, but you do feel like if you keep dicking around, you might get your face bitten off by a...
I want to see a roll for that. I'm curious what Butch feels about this.
I killed him
You
once.
can
I
roll if
killed
you want to
him.
know.
I do. Just pure
It's
curiosity. Let the
it'll
dice
be a
decide.
spirit roll. You snap straight in line, buddy.
Yeah, I'm fucking listening.
you're
I'm
listening.
listening. Fuck yeah, Pete. Let's do this.
And I believe that's everybody.
Got more life in him now that he's dead.
So this is the third turn. Smoothskin is heavy, also a ghoul from Fallout. Oh, maybe.
Somebody found where I drew my undead inspiration.
Nice.
Yeah,
Was that Xavier?
that's not wrong.
That is where I drew my inspiration, yeah.
So on this turn, here, I'll deal one out to you guys.
Oh, I took one already.
Gary took one already. So everyone
And
draw
I played it, and it's a 10 of diamonds.
10 of diamonds.
I got a 3 of diamonds.
3 of diamonds. All right. What do you got, Charlie?
That's a 4 of hearts as far as I'm concerned.
All right. What about you, Mr. Butch? He has a thing, but his face is all... Oh, there he goes.
I can't see my
Let's see.
Can't see your what?
card.
Spit it out, buddy.
Oh, no.
Billy's trapped in the well?
Timmy's trapped in the well. Here. I can grab you one, Thomas. Let me go ahead and do that for you.
Do you want me to steal his card? I have the option to steal his card.
Sometimes it doesn't work right. Here, let me see. All right, we're gonna say you're the 3 of hearts there, Thomas. So it's gonna be none of you guys got a spade, so there are no complications. So this turn, after the water starts rushing back down, after it was disrupted by the explosion, all of you guys are gonna have to try and not get carried away by the tide this turn. So everyone give me an athletics or a writing check. Probably writing if you're on a horse.
I spent a Benny and re-rolled my 3 to a 5.
Okay. Nice. It looks like everybody passed. And James. All right. How many successes even is that? Is that 5? Is that 4?
Holy shit. What a roll. You could put butter on that roll, dude.
Damn.
So what happens is some of you guys start getting a little bit off course. Some of the cattle.
Yeah.
James just like, yeah, like goes through the water, cuts off the cattle, and everybody gets out of the water. And you guys are on the other side. A little wet, but none the worse for wear. You guys did it pretty well. You did it in 3 turns.
A little my ass. I'm soaked. I look like a drowned rat.
And as you guys pull yourselves out of the river and look back at what you crossed, you're filled with a sense of accomplishment. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and take our 5-minute break, everybody. Thank you so much for watching so far. Thanks for being here. We're fresh out the box. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays Deadlands. I am the Game Master, Johananon.
I'm Casualty CDG, but you can call me Gary, and tonight is Savage World's Deadlands, which means I'm playing the part of Heavy Pete Perkins, the harrowed and undead anti-hero outlaw.
What's up, guys? Welcome back, everybody, from the break. My name is Kevin, once again, and tonight I'll be continuing the saga as the one and only
Crooked Charlie, former bank robber and train.
He cut out.
Oh no!
Oh.
There he went.
Go ahead, James Daffodil.
All right, folks. I'm Matt, but tonight I'm James Daffodil, who's starting to become a pretty big deal around here.
Oh, hey, Kevin's back. What's
Yeah,
up, Kevin?
he's right.
We heard most
Welcome
of your
back,
intro.
Crooked Charlie.
And that leaves Mr. Avenger.
Oh, hey, what up, fam? Mr. Avenger on all social media stuff. I make paintings and do voiceover stuff, so y'all should check it out. It's pretty sweet. I'll be playing Butch Wyatt, old grizzled and dying piece of shit. He's pretty good with iron. Yeah.
Yeah. So where we last left off, you guys have successfully.
That's the whole team.
Yeah, that's the dream team. You guys successfully forded this river with no casualties, as all of you rolled pretty decently, and then
with
one
one.
of
Wow, what am I, chopped liver?
you. Didn't you say your thing?
There should be one
I
casualty.
said we had one.
Okay.
CDG, motherfucker.
Okay, one
One
casualty. Casualty.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's right.
You fuckers. All right. But yeah, so you made it across the river. No issue. No loss of cattle or friendship. And you guys are drying off on the other side of the river. The drizzle will let up as well, and the sun will pierce the clouds. Yeah, kind of. You guys will even look over, and you'll see Abraham in his duster, holding his rosary, standing in the sunlight, and like saying a prayer of thanks.
Sometimes you just look around and see sights like this and smell the fresh air and just fucking take it all in, you know?
You'll see Abraham look at you with a different look than you're used to getting when you do that. He looks at you with genuine concern for your well-being.
Well, stick your pity up your ass, Abraham.
He just turns back and he like seems to intensify his prayers. But yeah, so you guys are all on the side.
I'm all covered then.
You guys are now all on this side of the water. And you guys continue on your way. After a short break, you guys take 5. You know, you're all pretty tired. But the campsite that they scattered out is up ahead.
Hey, Wyatt. I was thinking when we get back to camp, we could get to that shooting we were talking about.
I was thinking we get back to camp, I'd go the fuck to sleep.
Oh,
Not all of us are as handy in the saddle as you.
Yay, Alicia made it. Hi, Alicia. What shooting are you guys talking about? You guys gonna have a little shootout?
Hey, what's up, Lee?
Yeah, just a little friendly competition.
Yeah, well, if and when it happens, I tell you right now, I got $50 on Jim Daffy.
Yeah, Gary's in cosplay, wearing makeup. She asked if it was makeup.
Well, Daffodil,
Yeah, makeup.
if you win,
Old school.
you win. You go ahead and take my title, I guess, and you get the prize of beating an old man. But if I win, well, son, that's just putting you right back in your place.
Doesn't matter if you win. Doesn't matter who wins. He's a trick shooter. Everything he does is all sleight of hand or trickery. He can't shoot to save his life.
No. It matters who wins, because I bet $50 on Jim Daffy.
That's how stage performers are. Everything they do in the arena is a hoax.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Since I put 50 on Jim Daffy, too.
Dang, y'all talk a lot of trash.
Maybe
It's
some
gonna be awesome.
sand gets in my eye.
JJ chimes in.
I put
sure
$50
Charlie
on
got some
James
bottles.
Daffodil.
I will slap what remains of your hairline clear off your nasty little head, man.
Damn! JJ will yell.
I fucking hate that weasel.
So you guys all kind of bring up the rear at the end of this day.
Oh yeah, we do.
And you guys are all talking shit. JJ's over there exacerbating things. Making sure this actually happens.
There's definitely some appreciation towards James for handling everything he has been. You did all right, Daffodil.
He did damn good, yeah. It's good stuff.
Look, I guess it goes for all of you. Charlie, you showed up. Good move with the glycerin. Pete, good job getting them cattle across the river.
Don't
Dead
do
or
that,
not, you got them
Leighton.
there.
Don't do that, Leighton. You're better than that joke. You're better than that. But yeah, so you guys eventually, after a few hours of travel, and you guys are actually kind of bonding. I like it. It's cool. You guys are talking. You're going to have a competition when you set up camp. And eventually, the terrain changes a little bit, and the grass starts to disappear a little bit. And it starts getting more like plateau-y, more hilly. And you guys will pull up alongside like a mountain in a bit of a recess. And it kind of makes almost like a natural pen for the cows. You guys just have to guard like one way in, one way out kind of situation.
There's small things you notice when you're out here in the wild. I don't know if y'all knew, but it doesn't smell like shit anymore because there's no more mud. It means we're in the clear. Just thought y'all should know.
I sure am glad it doesn't smell like shit no more.
Those of you that are aboard the chuck wagon,
I watched JJ walk away. Now it doesn't smell like shit.
Amen to that.
he somehow has toilet paper stuck to his shoe. Hey,
Corn cob.
Butch, you lose a Benny.
Yeah. Oh.
Alicia says for the lack of makeup.
Oh, well, that's horse shit because my hat doesn't fit in these headphones.
That's right. Bust out the hat. You have a hat.
Hey,
That beard took him like
people have
3
spoken.
hours and a stipple sponge to put on. That's not real hair, buddy.
Give him the LeVar Burton.
Let me tell you something. What's been here?
I guess also you need to do old age
My
makeup.
headphones don't rightly fit over
Next
this
time.
fucking hat.
You heard it here first, kids. Smoking makes you look cool.
Healy, look at this. Look at this. That's what my doctor always tells me.
Hey, man, I quit
wasn't
smoking,
vaping.
and I've been very happy ever since. Yeah, so you guys are now, to describe it, you guys are kind of in almost like a shallow quarry next to a mountain. And it's a pretty easily defensible position. You guys have your lookouts, but you kind of feel secure here. And if do you guys actually want to have a shooting competition?
I sure would.
This thing that's happening.
Oh, it's up to it.
All right, yeah,
Oh,
no, you
Jesus
guys,
Christ.
you guys
Say
will hear.
when.
Hey, y'all, I set it up. Everything's ready to go. Fuck yeah! And fucking, you'll see JJ set up a bunch of bottles on a post. You'll notice it's like an old post, like an old fence So it looks like there's some sort of civilization was in this spot at some point.
JJ, weren't you assigned to help Miss Sutter set up for dinner? What the hell are you doing playing around with targets? Get your ass in the mess hall.
Aw, man! Yeah, give him a... no, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. He ain't gonna argue with you. You're scary. But, alright, but you let me know who won, huh?
No, it's none of your business.
Aw, man! He's gonna, like, kick a rock. He's gonna put his hands in his pocket. He's gonna be like, dang, old, never get to see nothing cool around here. Ain't got no TV. What the hell do you think I want to do fun? Just walking off.
I'll give you each $20 apiece if you make the target JJ instead of the bottles.
What the fuck is a TV?
Well, all right, Wyatt. How you thinking we'll play this out? Quickest or?
JJ wins.
Well, the quicker we get this done, the better.
Hold on. Before you start, let me go check those bottles. Like I said, Showman always set up a trick. He might have paid JJ to set something up before we got started.
Yeah,
So
you go over there, you check them out. They're all good.
no, when Pete goes to check the bottles, I shoot one of them right as he's about to reach for it.
Let's see how that goes. Go ahead and give me that roll.
All right. I also get +2 because of my quick draw history.
Oh shit! Ha!
Oh, shit.
You pick up a bottle, he snatches the life out of it right out of your hands.
He shot the French tip right off your pinky finger, dude.
My manicure.
You're like,
I guess it's just for show, right, Pete?
Like I
Lucky
said,
shot.
$50 on Jim Daffy.
that was a good shot. Yeah.
Lucky shot. I will walk back. Waste of whiskey's what it was.
Yeah. So what are the rules of this shootout? You guys kind of get to decide how you want this to go down.
Yeah, I think.
Hi,
Connor. Actually, I'd like to get Charlie to go up and grab the bottles and throw them up into the air.
All right.
And shoot them out the air.
Do a little
As long as I get to empty them first of their contents.
Yeah, you already did.
I just assumed the bottles we found you had emptied. Yep.
Yeah, these are all the bottles that he's been emptying. So, yeah, you do get a Benny back, Butch, from Connor.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Thank
so
you.
what I'm going to say happens here is that's going to add a level of difficulty to this. You guys are all going to be rolling with a -2 here. But go ahead. We'll say, James, you're up first.
I also have the +2 quick draw holsters for both guns, so that even me out as well.
I threw that bottle perfectly.
Yeah, you threw the shit out of that bottle.
Yeah. All right. And yeah.
Damn. Good throw,
I'm
Charlie.
going to use a Benny.
I'm going to use a Benny as well.
Oh, what?
Woo!
So with the -2, you both hit. I guess you guys are aiming for the same bottle, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. How do you even tell who hit it first?
I guess we'll
I like the flavor that you couldn't tell on that one.
Yeah. I feel like you couldn't tell who hit that one.
Yeah.
You guys hear the bullets ricochet off each other.
Yeah.
That'll never work. You're gonna need 2 targets.
2, 3, 4.
Why 4?
I'm going to
He's fucking
spend a Benny.
He also spends a Benny. Yeah. So this time, did you just throw one bottle again? Or did you throw
Yes.
2? Okay.
No, I threw one again.
You threw one again? Alright, so this bottle... You guys have no idea who shot
Damn it, Charlie. I said you're gonna need 2 targets.
God damn it.
Oh, 2 bottles. I got you. I thought there was 2 targets already.
JJ, get your ass back inside the tent.
Ah!
We're shooting in a tent?
No, he's supposed to be in the cooking tent. I know he's over there peeking out trying to watch the shooting.
All right, so I'm going to throw 2 this time. Perfect.
Ooh, lots of numbers flying up right now.
So that was shot 1, shot 2 for the 2 bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Right, 8 and 11.
All right. Oh, you're trying to shoot both the bottles?
You both shot both bottles?
Yeah.
Why the hell did you both shoot both bottles? We're trying to figure out who can hit a bottle first. Damn it, you two!
All right, I got it. So you
It's
want me to
just
throw
bullets and glass all over the place.
So
I'll
this
shoot
time I'm
every
gonna grab 6
damn
10
thing that
bottles and
moves.
throw them all in the air at the same time.
We're out of bottles. Let's just call this a draw until
Yeah, you
next
guys
time.
are out of bottles. It looks like a draw.
Everybody gets their money back.
When all
I could
the
empty
bottles
one
are
more
in the
for
air,
you.
they get blown apart, and you hear off in this, "Fuck yeah!" You can just see JJ's head like way off in the distance, and then like he sees you guys look, he runs away. But yeah, so there's just glass and debris, and no one wins. I don't know what were you guys doing. Oh god, that was funny. That was funny as shit. All right. Oh, I gotta fix this real quick.
JJ's like, where's all my booze? That's my private booze stash.
He put the bottles out here. It's all right.
Oh, you didn't know where they were going? Fuck you. That's where your bottles are at.
Charlie would not have thrown one with liquid still in it. He would have drained it first.
If you're quick, that booze is still out there in the ground and you can lick it up out of the mud.
Hell yeah!
So, as this night draws to a close, you guys are informed that tomorrow you guys are going to stay here and let the cattle graze because you guys are heading out into some sparse land.
You might want to keep them away from that spot over there. There's a bunch of broken glass for some reason.
You see a goat over there eating glass. Bah.
Shoot it. I'm just joking.
I seriously almost rolled it too. I was thinking about it.
I was looking. I was like, are they going to do it? All right.
We're the worst.
Oh shit! Fuck it.
Uh-oh.
That's a 7.
Crooked Charlie, what kind of gun do you even have? Is it a handgun?
It is a Lamat revolver
The
with a
Lorect.
shotgun under barrel thing. The Lorect as Butch.
Yeah, you blast this goat in the face.
Lorect.
Bah! It's just dead. So yeah, you guys can eat goat tomorrow. That's good. But today, you guys
know
are
how to
more or
make
less
a burrito.
assigned sort of a sparse duty for the next day. And you're kind of free to hang out. And look around if you so choose.
I'm gonna go find James. Go talk to him.
How far are we from the camp that those chodes had set up in the canyon? Tosser and his people. Sorry, Tosair.
You're at least a whole 2 days ride from there, and on the other side of a river.
Well, never mind.
Yes, if you wanted to go back there, yeah, that's far, far away.
I would like to send Nerd the bird out and like get a lay of the land around us and kind of like in the direction we're heading, see if everything looks kosher up ahead.
Yeah, he could go fly up. I'll say he. Well, give me like a smarts check, I think. Okay.
That bird's pretty smart.
It's
Wicked
pretty
smart bird.
smart. Wicked smart bird. Wicked smart bird. Man, my accent was bad.
Me too. It's okay. We'll work on it next time, man.
That bird's wicked smart, yeah.
Closer.
It will land somewhere and it'll start making a noise.
That bird's wicked smart, Tony.
That was good. That sounds just like Marky Mark. But yeah, your bird lands and starts making noise for you.
Okay, I guess I'll go check out the noise.
Yeah, you'll go over to where he's trying to get your attention. It is a smart bird. And you see him he's sitting on a sign. Like an old wooden sign.
What does it say?
It says something that's like faded on the top, and the bottom it says mine. And then you'll hear him, and it kind of echoes down this hole.
So I rolled another 7. Can I tell what the name of the mine was originally?
Yeah,
just for shits and giggles?
Yeah, I can name this mine real quick.
Cool.
Oh, no. Oh. I had a good name for it, but I'm not going to say it on air.
Chat. I mean, if you want to jump into the chat, now's the time.
It's the J&J mine.
The J and oh, for fuck's sake!
Fuck
like
yeah!
JJ. The
JJ, grab this dynamite and run in there.
Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about just blowing it up from, just throw it all in there and deal with the problem.
First thing I thought was like Charlie would immediately throw dynamite in this bitch. It's treasure time.
That's how he goes fishing.
But yeah, there is
Fish kill.
a cave entrance here of some kind. It looks like it has some rotted wood supports.
Okay, well, I definitely want to relay this to the rest of the gang, but just to Heavy Pete Perkins, James Daffodil, and Butch Wyatt, I don't want to tell Luke and the other guy, the trail boss.
Yeah, that's fair. Technically, Luke's the trail boss, but yeah, Sutter.
Oh, Bill, my bad, the mayor or whatever. Mayor?
Yeah, the boss, yeah.
Mayor
I
Carrollton.
don't know. It's complicated, I guess. All right. Yeah. So Mr. Crooked Charlie, he comes and tells you he found an old hole.
It's exactly the terminology he probably would have used as well.
I'm not particularly doing anything today. Daffodil, you?
I want to see this old hole that Charlie's talking about.
Oh, come along, in case you run into trouble.
Appreciate it, Pete. Well, here we go, walking to the mine.
So you guys are going to head on in. Yeah, so you guys get to this entrance. Like I said, there's a sign out front. There's some old rotten wood supports. Looks like it's been abandoned for quite some time. And then there's just a hole going at an angle, not too sheer, into this mountain.
Well, they say this place has been abandoned for quite some time.
It's fair.
Charlie, you put dynamite in here yet?
I was thinking about it, but then I realized it's none of your goddamn business.
Charlie, I'm afraid if we're walking in there, it is our goddamn business. Did you put any dynamite in here yet or not?
Well, he didn't say nothing about walking in there, smart ass. No, there's no dynamite in there, not until I walk in.
Oh, boy.
Well, you could have thrown it in.
You know what, Charlie? Why don't you lead the way?
That sounds like a deal to me.
So, Jahan, I've got a question for you, and I think you're really going to hate this one. So, one of my pieces of armor, I got what I thought in the beginning was a light hat. No? But now I'm realizing it is a light hat. And it fucking, you know what I mean? Because it's the Weird West, man, and it's like got a light on it, right? Which one is it?
I think what you have is a light hat and not a miner's cap, which I bet is in
right. So spending a penny, is it now a light hat instead of a light hat?
Bro, it hasn't come up yet.
The entire time Charlie's had a Spelunker's helmet on.
You were just picturing me wrong. Not my fucking problem, bro.
So your hat is it's a lightly armored hat.
Damn. Gotcha.
And I have been doomed, so I
would have
lose
let
my
you.
bennies.
I would have absolutely let you spend a penny to change the narrative, and now you have a miner's helmet. You pick it up when you walk in the cave, and from now on, you have a fucking miner's helmet.
You can find one, but the issue is I don't even know if they had electric like miners' hats.
Let me. I'll look it up
They
and
weren't
see if it's
electric,
one of
they
their.
were candles. They
I
were
mean, to
candles
be-
in a mirrored
I
box.
think
They
so,
have the
yellow,
hex
like,
tech.
candle ones.
They have the hex tech gear and stuff in this game.
They do, and that's
you don't
what
have
makes
like
me
a.
wonder.
Yeah, sure they have a light helmet to see in
I
the
mean, they have
dark.
fucking zombies for crying out loud. But no, I've got a box of matches, so I won't hold it up anymore. We'll just go in and I'll kind of like strike a match, and it'll be like that Hollywood bullshit where there's like the room lights up from one match.
Yeah, so you walk on into this cave entrance. There's a bunch of like plant life overgrowing and stuff. You're kind of pushing it aside, and then you see a skeleton, but it's in the ground and just not moving or anything. Some old miner that is wearing some sort of hat. So
Well, I'd like to go take a quick little peep skis at that.
Oh yeah, can I get my eyes on that thing? I'm just kidding. It's all try.
Is it like a ghost rock powered lantern hat or something?
no, something like that. Yeah,
Like a big.
it's not gigantic. No, it's just a light hat.
Yeah.
Sweet light hat it is. I'm into it. Let's do it. So I'm gonna let's trudge into the mine. I guess.
I was gonna actually make you find a lantern, but since you want a light hat so bad.
Hey, I mean, my armor says light hat, man. I don't make the rules. Talk to the game maker about it. Ask him. I'm sure he's in the chat, right?
Actually, maybe. Let me check.
What
Hey,
an
Clint.
awesome individual.
Hey, Clint, are you in the chat tonight?
You hear,
He's
Clint?
he has been here before, and I did tweet him tonight
Yeah.
and let him know we were playing. So there actually is a chance.
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong.
I still haven't met Shane. Shane's the writer of Deadlands, the actual setting, and I'm sure I could be like, Shane, is there a fucking miner's helmet? And he'd probably tell us, yeah, we just don't know
I
what it's
am
at.
allowing there to be one. I'm fine
Well,
with it. It's not
Crooked
like a-
Charlie is in his 60s, Heavy Pete, so he is certainly no longer a minor.
Well, in that case, you can't attune to the helmet, and you're going to have to pass it on to James Daffodil.
Who apparently is a minor.
We're learning something new every day. He's actually 2 kids in a trench coat on a horse.
That
That's why he's
explains
so
everything.
good. That's why he's so good.
He's a circus freak.
But yeah, so you guys are now in the mine a little bit. You trip a little bit on a iron beam that, as you look down, it's like a rotted rail car path. And then further down, you do find a rail car that has just a bunch of rocks in it. And it's kind of tilted over to the side, spilt out on the ground. And it winds up just a little bit. You guys could probably walk 2 abreast down here.
So how'd you get caught in this shithole, Daffodil?
Well, it's a bit of a long story, really. Mostly, the show was going pretty well, but maybe 1 or 2 people weren't so happy with Crooked Charlie and I. So we decided maybe we'll be ranchers for a bit.
Yeah, fuck them. That's what I always say.
Fuck yeah!
I fucking hate that kid.
With all due respect, Mr. Daffodil, you may find yourself in trouble because of the company you keep.
I guess I shouldn't hang out with you no more.
Oh, shit. Good one, old Jim.
I'm looking Crooked Charlie up and down. You know what I mean.
Pete, I still can't believe you're out here giving people fucking sermons about being good when you're fucking dead, man.
So I'm supposed to waste my second chance the way you waste your first one every day?
Well, maybe I'll spend my second chance a little bit better myself.
Oh, you got twice as long to smoke as many cigars.
Here's to hoping you don't get a second chance, old man.
Oh, wow.
Well, we all hoped you wouldn't either, but here you are.
I do enjoy this back and forth. As you guys are having this conversation, you guys are going, I assume, deeper into the mine. And eventually, there's a bit of a drop off where like the mine cart would go a little faster, and then you get to
Yes. Yes.
Oh, shit. I didn't know why you guys were laughing for a second, and then I saw him.
Classic.
No, that's pretty good. But yeah, it gets a little wider here, and there are some tools here. A couple barrels rotten through. The iron rings are rusted. You see some old, shitty rope. A couple pickaxes with broken handles. A shattered lantern, and then you see a lift. An old wooden lift.
Well, why the fuck not?
Anybody scared of heights?
Nah, I ain't scared of anything.
It's not the heights I'm scared of, but the rapidly approaching ground after you fall.
I'm gonna stumble probably first right onto the lift, though. I don't give a shit. But the question, I guess, is: do we all go down at the same time?
Yep, I'm gonna walk in and just light a cigar and stand right next to him, just lean in the corner.
Oh, sorry, what are you doing?
Getting in the lift.
Getting in the lift.
Yeah, I've
Got it.
entered the lift as well.
Yeah, you guys enter the lift. Go ahead. Let's see. Someone is going to have to operate the wood, or the rope lift thing. So you're going to have to do the pulley. One of you give me an athletics check here.
I'll assist somebody.
How many D's you got in your athletics?
6 of them.
I got 8.
I got about 10.
Jesus.
Damn.
In strength?
Why don't you let him take his shirt off first?
Yeah, we all look around and obviously know which one of us is the most fucking jacked and cut.
James just rips open his shirt, just washboard.
Because he's the only one that's not a fucking geriatric
Yeah.
cowboy.
I'm a corpse. Cut me some
You
slack.
got a dead guy, a dead man walking, and then an old alcoholic drunk. Yeah.
Go ahead and put your back into it, Daffodil.
What'd you say to me?
I said you're stronger than the rest of us because you're young. Put it to good use.
That's what I thought you said.
Well, that's because it is what I fucking said.
You start to lower the elevator down, and you hear like some wing flapping, some squeaking.
They got critters in here.
A couple, and then you see right past you a couple bats just. You assume they were hanging on the underside of the elevator.
What do you
Tried
think
to
the
grab
odds
one,
in there's
failed.
treasure in here? We'll find some gold, pay off some debts.
I wouldn't mind that.
And the deeper you go, your light seems to start to dim on your head a little bit. Just like, something wrong with the ghost light. I mean, it's not, you just found that thing on the ground. You're not sure what it is. And it gets a little colder down here.
That's refreshing.
Yeah, the walls are still slick with water that must have gotten in here during the rain. And as you pull the elevator to a halt at the bottom, you guys are standing in like ankle deep water.
Well, that stopped being refreshing. Shall we?
Something about this cold environment reminds me of a tomb.
Were you even in a tomb or just a shallow grave?
Shallow grave.
That's what I assumed. So what would you know about a tomb, Pete?
That's what I always imagined a tomb to be like.
As you guys start to walk on through this water, you're looking around. Down here, it's a little more open. Some of the cave seems natural, not just man-made. And as you look off to the left and right, off of the main tunnel, there are smaller cave tunnels that do look completely natural. And you'll see some red eyes sitting in there. reflected off of your ghost light helmet.
Some red eyes. I'm gonna draw and call out to James, red eyes, the direction I'm drawing.
And I draw as well.
Show
Jesus
yourself.
Christ, have you guys been dipping into my stash? I'm pretty sure those are just bats, you dumbasses.
And as if to cement this words of wisdom from Kirk and Charlie, some of the bats do kind of like do a big stretch, and then they like shimmy back up.
Look, I don't expect anyone to blame me for being jumpy. A day ago, fucking zombies came out of nowhere and jumped on us. Now we just happen to be going into an abandoned mine.
And as if to submit his words of wisdom, you guys see, like, in the ankle-deep water, just floating by, like a face-down body.
Yeah.
Case in point.
Can I check the body?
Yeah, you flip it over, and it's all gross and, like, wet and moldy, and you can see almost all the bones.
Repair.
Did I fix him?
Yeah, you fixed him.
Hang
Yeah.
in there, fella.
Yeah, you sew him back up. He comes back to life. Everything's good. But not. Yeah. So you're looking at this body. It looks. He's dressed up like a miner. He has,
Is it
like,
apparent
no
as to what
clothes.
killed him?
I guess it could be. Yeah. We'll say his head. You can see the exposed skull is cracked open.
Hell of a way to die.
And then you'll see, like, off to the
Traumatic
side.
head wound, you mean?
You'll see off to the side, like, a pile of rocks with a hand sticking out of it.
Looks like the mine collapsed.
It does. But yeah, so you guys are in this area, and that's what you see. You can continue deeper into the mine to follow the mine tracks, which you can't see, but you can feel them with your feet. Or you can check out the natural caverns.
Any torches or lamps, lanterns, anything in here?
I feel like, yeah. I'm not going to say that you can't find something.
Yeah, I'm gonna scrounge around once I find one lighted up to help give us some more sight.
We'll say you find a torch sitting on top of a barrel that is about to fall in the water any day now, and you just pick it up before it does. The smell of the burning torch fills everyone's noses, and the smoke fills the air. It's not too bad. It's not the worst.
Welcome to my world.
At the coughing, some of the bats will take off. And they'll start flying around your heads a little bit, bouncing around.
And I'll start walking towards the next area that we're getting to, deeper into the mine where the tracks are that we can barely see.
You're going to follow the tracks. All right, yeah, you follow the tracks with your feet. It is kind of obvious where they would be because it seems that they follow the man-made part of the cave.
Before we go too far, that part where it caved in on the guy, is there a path behind there if we move some of these rocks out of the way?
It looks like probably, but it also looks like it would take some time.
Wonder where they were coming from in such a hurry.
Stick of dynamite will clear that right up.
That's what I was thinking, Charlie.
Maybe they closed the cave to keep something in.
Stick of dynamite might clear us all up.
I'll just stand back a bit.
I'll tell you what, I'll tie one of my long fuses on there and attach it to this cigar here, and we can all go stand by the lift and wait for the noise to happen. Would that make you feel better?
Sure would. I start walking back towards the lift.
I'm gonna start setting this up with.
I'm gonna hand you like a half
so it's gonna be the
smoked
repair
cigar.
skill because I'm not throwing it.
Yeah, no, you set this charge up right smack in where you think would be the best place to blow this apart.
Yeah, knowing Charlie's sort of degenerate humor, he probably set the charge right in the hand that was sticking out of the rocks. So he's just, it's like holding the charge now.
All you gotta do is let me know you lit it.
The fuse is all wrapped up
Yeah,
around the dead guy's arm, and the cigar's in the skull, in the mouth of the skull.
Right. So so Pete started walking away. I set it up, and then I assume Jim Daffy stayed behind because we've got a little bit of history. So I'm gonna tell him like, go ahead, I'll see you at the lift, and then I'm gonna light it and get up and start moving that direction.
Yeah, you hustle on down the lift. It's not right next to the lift or anything, so there is a little bit of agency there. And you guys are sitting there waiting and waiting.
I'm gonna go ahead and cover my ears as well because I know exactly how this goes. Yeah.
You know, I once heard if it looks, come on.
The whole mine rocks, and you see like stuff falling off the ceiling. The entire area you're in just fills with dust. It's like and you hear some rocks falling in the lift behind you. As some of the ceiling caves in. Let's see. Everybody give me an athletics check. Or like an evasion could work. Dexterity check. To not be hurt by this.
Nice.
So Pete got an 18. Crooked Charlie got an 8. James got an 8. Butch Wyatt gets his life saved by Pete.
Yeah.
Pete, you grab him and you pull him against the wall, and some stuff falls down. You hear a rock just crash through the ceiling of the lift.
Oh, you really like me.
Getting crushed, a hell of a way to go. Not even you deserve that.
You guys
Charlie,
are
he
all
said he has a crush.
you guys are all coughing and moaning, and you're looking at the splintered remains of the lift.
I thought he might. I saw it in his eyes. Let's go check out this hole we made, fellas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start tottering off in the direction of the previously placed explosive.
You guys all no mechanical anything, but you guys all have a bit of a headache. It was probably not a great idea to do this, but you did get results. So as you round the corner and you see where those rocks were, there's some stuff floating in the water. There are these little creatures floating all in the water, Charlie. And they're like brushing up against your legs.
No, they're not.
As you were like, shit!
Spin to Benny, change the story.
It's a bunch of little bat bodies that you murdered with your explosion. A lot of them did not survive.
Oh no. So I'm gonna like reach down and pick one up and be like, oh, look it, and then throw it over my shoulder.
We won't tell Abraham about this one.
You guys see a bat fly, like, get thrown backwards.
He always knows.
But yeah, as you look down...
Abraham's at the campfire crying right now. The camera just cuts to him alone, crying. Back to us.
Scene in Star Wars where Yoda feels Order 66. Just...
There's that song playing by Sarah McLachlan. In the arms of an angel. Yeah. But yeah, so as you guys are here, so a lot of the terrain has changed now. Some of the water has like drained into like a hole, and you can see the tracks again. One of the natural caves is completely caved in. You can still go the way you were gonna go, but now there's like this new tunnel that leads on back. You see like bones and stuff splintered and shattered all over the place from this explosion. And as you guys look down this hole, you guys hear like
Are there any bats that are still alive?
Yeah.
Can I use my Beastmaster skill to have one scope out the area from the Whispering Tunnel?
So the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to calm a bat down. It's not a new tunnel vampire bites, but they cleared the debris that was blocking an old tunnel. But yeah, so go ahead and give me a... Is it a skill, Beastmaster? It's an edge, right?
It's an edge, correct.
I think you're supposed to use spirit to do it. So go ahead and use your spirit to, like, commune. Okay.
4.
So you're trying to, like, get a bat to calm down. And it's like, ah! It has, like, a human scream, and it's terrified.
The fuck?
And, like, they're flying. Some of them are crashing into walls. They're very... You fucked their entire ecosystem up. So none of them are quite calm enough at this particular moment to be your friend with that roll.
Cool.
Because I put a little bit of a negative modifier on it.
I'm gonna lean over that hole where we hear some sort of whispering coming out of, and just like whistle down into it.
You hear it echo all the way down. It seems like a much longer tunnel than you would expect.
The whispering at the end of this tunnel is unsettling. Treasure doesn't make a whispering noise.
Targets do.
I mean, it just sounds like wind. I don't know.
At the very least, there could be a way out after I compromise the lift.
Yeah, I say with your background in demolitions, you're aware of one simple fact about mines, is that they do always have... The first thing they do when they dig a mine is they dig a secondary shaft. You know that that's true.
Yeah.
And that is true. That's a real thing, so...
Mm-hmm.
Onwards, I guess. Are you guys going to go down the spooky tunnel?
Yeah.
The one we just blew up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, so you guys are heading on down. You see signs. There are definitely... It's not like they didn't come down here. There are other signs of people down here. You see discarded tools, broken, like, tips of picks. And some ore that was mined. Looks like iron. Sitting in a little pile in a bucket. And once you get further in, things are a little less chaotic from the explosion. And you see here, you see a spot where you start seeing tracks again from the mine carts.
If we ever find a mine cart, I would like to ride in it.
You did find one, but it was like on its side and fucked up. I'll let you know if you find it. I'll definitely let you know if you find an attacked one, so you can do that. That's a good idea. That's fun. But yeah, you guys are in this like area, and you can hear what sounds like dripping water. Yeah, and you hear bats flying around down here again.
I would like to see if I notice anything in particular out of place or treasure.
You're gonna go ahead and take a notice roll, okay? With a 5, yeah, 5 is a pass, so you could notice something. Let's see, what would you notice with that? You notice that there are traps. You notice that the water noise is coming over there to your left after you exit this tunnel. And it seems like you're back maybe in like another man-made part of this cave. Looks like an even older mine. And you still see every now and again a skeleton. And they're all like cobwebby down here on this end of the spectrum.
I wonder why all these fellas ended up stuck in here.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. You don't see any obvious signs of death on these caves.
Maybe I should ask one of them. I go over and I kneel down in front of one and put my hand on his shoulder and look straight into his eyes.
Is that a thing you can do?
No, but they don't know that.
Oh, I was 100% hoping that's where you're going with
him.
this.
I wasn't sure. I think that is a thing that you can do eventually.
I don't know, but they don't know that. And
Yeah.
then I'll let go and be like, danger lies ahead. Stay alert.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and give me that bullshit roll.
Let's see. What do I have for bullshit? That's going to be spirit, right? That's what everything is based off of.
Yeah, that
That's
could
like
work.
that's like the charisma roll of this game.
The charisma. I don't know if it is, but it might be. That, yeah. So if anyone wants to know he's lying, you had to beat that roll.
I cannot be convinced of that nonsense because of the
Me neither.
that I have.
That's everybody knows I'm full of shit.
Yeah, you start talking into this skull, and then like they
Yeah.
can hear you
Uh-huh.
pretending to whisper.
Yeah.
You're like,
Right? Okay. Yeah, I'll let him know. Yeah. All right, I love you too. Bye. All right, he said that it's really dangerous up here.
All right,
Well.
buddy.
Since you got the road down, why don't you lead the way?
What's fair is fair. I step up front, start leading the way.
What an ass.
So
Hey,
as,
did you
as
catch that guy's name?
Yeah.
Good talk, Pete.
I was waiting. God damn it. But yeah, so as you continue down, it gets narrower again. You guys were kind of in a wider cavern, but now you're back in like a narrow mine. And the torch, there's kind of like a gust of wind, and your torch kind of flickers, and your headlight kind of dims a bit. One of you, I don't care who it is, but decide amongst yourselves. Give me a notice roll.
Not it. I can't notice shit.
I can try. It
I
is
got a 4 die I'm working with. What about you guys? 6.
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh, Butch coming in with a 4. God
Coming in
damn.
with a 4.
Gross.
Yeah. No.
One of my hindrances, one of the descriptors that you guys would use to describe me would be clueless. I'm clueless, mean, and illiterate. If those things ever come up, you know that about me.
As all the lights flicker and everything kind of Butch, you do notice something. Something's off about your companions. Something's wrong about your companions.
Hey, you fellows don't look so great.
It's not.
Fuck
it's not
you.
that
You don't look so great.
it's not that they don't look good.
Yeah, no.
It's
I look and feel like hammered dog shit. I just mean there's something out of normal with
you
you.
look at Charlie, you look at James, you look ahead at Pete, you look ahead at the guy Pete's walking with, and something's just not right.
Pete, who you walking with there?
Been talking to Crooked Charlie.
That ain't me.
Yeah, you hear Crooked Charlie's voice from behind you. With Butch's notice roll,
I
he
stop
does notice,
and turn all the way around to look at Crooked Charlie.
as you do so, do you turn the wrong way so you don't see the guy next to you?
Yeah, not until he's all the way around to my right at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, you turn around and you're looking at Charlie. You're like, "What the heck?" And but everyone else is looking next.
And then I see Wyatt, and then I see Daffodil, and then I look and see what's standing next to me.
Yeah, there's a man standing there, and he looks like he's an older man with a gray beard. It looks dirty from like mining soot, and he's wearing some overalls and a flannel shirt.
Jumping Jesus Christ. Who the hell is that?
And he's going to reach out and touch the closest person to him, which is...
Fucking shoot at his ass, making that move. I feel threatened. I'm going to fire until I feel safe.
If he's reaching for me, I'm fighting back.
Absolutely.
I'm shooting right along with
Let me
Wyatt.
see here. What's your pare?
Mine is 8.
is. Okay. So he's going to reach out and touch at you, but you get out of the way instinctively. You're pretty quick, supernaturally quick.
Supernaturally quick. That's exactly right.
You open fire, just immediately. And then all your lights kind of go back to normal, and this thing's gone. And you saw your bullets. You were on target. You didn't hear any contact. You heard it hit the wall. And as this thing disappears, it goes and fades away.
Was that a fucking ghost?
Yeah, that was a fucking ghost.
Nah, there's probably just some kind of gas or something in the mines that's making us all loopy.
Hey,
Where
what'd
the hell
that
did
ghost
that guy
say
go?
to you?
He told me his name too. It's the first thing he said.
I'll blow it out your ass, Heavy Pete.
We
Not
didn't
even
tell
that
you.
dangerous was in here. Huh?
It's the first thing any NPC says when they meet you is their name.
Reach out and touch Faith. Yes. But yeah, so this thing disappears. And you do, I mean, I feel like the fact that you have an undead with you, it makes it's not too much of a leap to be like, that was a ghost, you know?
I have a hindrance called the Doubting Thomas, where I do not believe in any of that nonsense.
I enjoy that. Go ahead and let's play. Let's
That's so good. What in the fuck do you mean you don't believe in ghosts? There's a goddamn possessed undead demon man with us, and we fought zombies last fucking night, Daffodil.
Are you
They
kidding
weren't
me? He hasn't
zombies, they were
recognized them a
just
single
fellas.
time.
Yeah,
Jesus
Daffodil
Christ.
didn't actually fight the zombies.
Yeah, you're right. They were sick fellas. Sick from being fucking zombies.
Yeah, got the undead plague.
Oh, schoolboy.
Daffodil
Nah.
not buying it. Daffodil's not buying it.
You're not dead, Pete. I keep hearing you say you're dead, but you're in front of me. You're alive.
At this for the first time, I grab a drink from Crooked Charlie. I grab the bottle and I pour it in my mouth, and the liquid goes straight out the fucking bottom of my torso and like spills out.
You wasteful piece of shit.
I read earlier that my character, the Hollowed, cannot eat and they can't drink. It just falls out of their body uselessly. Like the 1 pound of meat they eat is exactly what they need to go through their system. Everything else just falls out.
It's like the Casper movie from '95 with Bill Pullman and Christina Ricci.
Mm-hmm.
Pete, you do that trick at birthday parties?
Dead as I can be.
Yeah, while
Well,
he might
Daffodil, what do you think about that? He got a little touch of the fucking emphysema or something.
That's just some creepy trick for you fellas trying to pull one over on me.
James is not falling for it. But yeah, you guys are still in this hallway. You guys are following mine tracks once again. And this person is gone.
I don't want to walk in the front anymore.
Well, there's not enough room to switch.
I'll be in the front. I don't have any problems with that because ghosts don't exist.
Cool. Take the front, though.
That's pretty funny. I forgot that you had that tree. But yeah, so you take the lead. You're not scared. Go start real. Yeah, go ahead and lead the way. It's pretty much just a straight shot. There's no side tunnels in this tunnel yet.
Cool. Then but I am going to unholster my pistols as I go forward.
Yeah, because there's a guy down here.
Yeah. You can shoot a guy.
Yeah. You keep on walking. Eventually, you come across another skeleton.
Maybe it's this guy's ghost.
Why
Let
don't
me
you
ask you a
Talk to him and
question,
find
Pete.
out.
Let me ask you a question, Pete, being undead and all. How the hell do you know that wasn't a woman?
It had a beard.
The skeleton had a beard?
Oh, you mean the skeleton?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, the skeleton. Yeah. How can you tell what gender it was?
Not a lot of woman miners in these parts about 60 years ago.
What happened? They all waited to die till they were adults.
God damn it! All right. Yeah. No. This skeleton is not wearing the same thing as the ghost. So that's a clue, I guess.
Oh, so it is a woman.
Yeah. Sure. It's a woman. It has a different kind of lady pelvis. I don't know.
What?
I think that's how they tell.
It could be like wearing stockings or something, like leggings.
I mean, we could count fucking ribs here. Where are you guys in the chat? Did nobody go to school? Come on.
We could. I mean, she'd probably
Xavier,
be
you're like
wearing
a fucking
feminine
biologist,
clothes.
man. Count the ribs, dude.
No, she's wearing a miner's outfit. We'll say her hair is still there, though. Some of her hair.
That's how hair works, yeah.
There you go.
She just looked like Rosie the Riveter's corpse.
Yeah.
It's got a bandana tied to it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so there's that body. But yeah, so you guys keep on going. Eventually, you guys get out of this specific tunnel, and that's where you start finding. You find an old mining operation. It's not a tunnel anymore. It's now there are intact tools. There is a mine cart,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a bit of a draft in here. You might be near the air hole. You're not sure. And there's stuff here. There's actually stuff here. There's it looks like they would hang out here. There's like a pot overturned. Looks
Down
like they might be
here.
cooking. Yeah.
Down here is our time. Up there is their time. But right here, right now, this is our time.
That's very true, Vampire Bites. It's very true.
What
You can't
the
tell so
fuck?
much gender from the skeleton.
Yeah, that right, Wyatt.
And I'm gonna go around and start looting this place.
So you're gonna start looking around.
You should have done it in character, Kevin.
Done what?
Yeah, I was tempted, but I didn't want to lag the conversation down. But I just pictured kind of like the Sparkle Motion lady from Donnie Darko. I pictured that sort of a voice, like, but what does it mean?
While he's giving this speech, Heavy Pete looks at Crooked Charlie. He's just like, the fuck is he talking about right now?
And then I'm gonna whisper back to him and be like, "Shut the fuck up, Pete. This is our."
So you you find some stuff. There is a couple foot lockers down here. There's like a bench, places to hang out. You can tell that they took their breaks in this area. There is an attacked minecart on the tracks, and you're looking through stuff, right?
The minecart's big enough to hold all four of us comfortably.
Yeah, and of course.
Yeah, Charlie, should we get in this minecart and ride down these rails or what?
I mean, you're not going to see me turning down a good time.
Just feel like we could cover so much ground so much faster if we all got in this cart right here.
You know what'll really get it moving?
Of course. We give it a little boost of dynamite.
Yeah, I think Charlie's gonna go ahead and climb on in right after Butch.
I would like to spend a penny for whatever it is that is about to happen.
What specifically are you trying to do with this Benny?
Hold on. I'm gonna get at the back of the cart. Well, somebody's gonna have to push this thing. I intend on running, pushing, and skating with the back of this thing.
I am going to be up on front, both guns, in case anything is on rails. Are there any latches that I have to shoot to move over and switch us to a different track? I'll be ready with that shit.
Come
I'm
on,
gonna have
Mr.
my-
Daffodil. I could use your strength to help push this thing along.
All right. I guess I can help out with that.
I'm gonna have my ghost steel bladed war club out instead of my pistol, so I can kind of do the like mailbox destruction thing.
Okay. So what is your goal here? You guys just
Right,
want to
right.
ride this minecart deeper into the mine?
Without being completely transparent, I think our goal is to have an Indiana Jones inspired
I believe that's
minecart.
I know
action
what
scene.
your
That mean,
goals
right?
are.
Yeah, I mean, we're on a cattle drive, and now we're suddenly 1,000 meters below the earth. I don't have a fucking plan, dude. Just show me where it goes, man.
Yeah, we should all be upstairs smoking corncob pipes and napping.
You could have been.
Instead.
You could have been.
We're doing some Goonies shit
I was
down
kind of
here.
wondering if you guys are going to
That's
do
what
that.
Vampire Bites just said. Super chunk.
Hell yeah! I can't even see the chat, so twin flames.
That was the speech I gave. Was from the Goonies.
So on, as you guys pile into this mine cart, and I guess Heavy Pete pushes, huh?
And Jimmy D.
Mm-hmm. I help out.
You
That way
hop-
I can push with my right leg and he can push with his left leg like a big old minecart skateboard.
Really, all you have to do is just push it a little bit. It's gonna start going. There's a hill.
But what if we want to bail off the back because this is going to go into a pit? that's something I want to keep in my back pocket as an option, and also extend that to Matt as an option for him. If these two want to go kerplunk, we can dip off and roll away.
Yeah, I'm also going to remind you that alcohol tends to make people in car accidents do better than people that were not using alcohol.
We already saw what happened when I tried to drink, Crooked Charlie.
You heard it here. Don't get behind the wheel without at least a
I'm
blood alcohol level of.
The only
they tell you about the
stream
stealing, but
not
nobody tells you
supported by
about the
mothers.
basement, you know?
Yeah.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving does not support this stream.
Or PETA.
Yeah, that's right. They do not condone these actions.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, PETA actually says because humans are animals that you cannot drink because it's cruel.
It's animal
What?
cruelty. Yeah.
Animal cruelty, man.
So you
There go.
guys start pushing like a big old scooter, and it goes straight Donkey Kong this shit. The cave mouth ahead of you grows larger. And all of a sudden, as you go through the arches, it's just pitch black for a second, and then it kind of opens up and your light starts shining around. The torchlight flickering as you guys start flying down this mine. And before you guys have a chance to die a horrible death in a minecart, we're going to have to see what happens next week.
No! You chode!
It felt like a good place to stop. I mean, that's what I get for putting a minecart.
As the cart is rattling, screaming down the rails, and starts to shake on the track, you start to take a left turn, and it starts to lean up as two wheels grip onto the track. And we'll see you next week on Wednesday, 8 p.m. until 11 p.m.
Jim
Fresh out the
Daffodil's spur gets caught right between two pieces of metal that are solidly in the earth and cut.
Heavy Pete Perkins' boots are tied together.
Why?
Can Crooked Charlie find true love? Next week.
One of you gets decapitated. Find out who next time.
Cuts to Crooked Charlie on a beach at a table with like a bottle of moonshine sitting
And
across from him,
JJ.
and he's holding a rose. Well, I picked you as my favorite one this week. I'd like for you
Hell
to come
yeah,
back
I
next
love you
week.
too, man.
Fucking JJ, dude. JJ's just in the mine, like smoking rocks away from the cattle drive.
That big ass 5-head of his.
Not even meth rocks, just regular rocks.
Yeah, I think
Moon
crack
rocks.
is what comes in rocks, John, but that's fine. I mean, it could be sedimentary and
I
metamorphic
don't
rocks.
do crack.
Don't do crack.
And you
No,
what,
JJ
kids?
does crack.
Yeah, that's a good message. We'll go out on that
We'll
one.
go out on that one. JJ
we
does
don't
crack.
do
Have a
crack.
good.
We don't
have a good
endorse
night.
the use of crack.
Tune in tomorrow for our Expanse game, 8 to 11 Central. Now streaming on Facebook and YouTube as well.
Tune in Friday to see Nova. It's a Kickstarter tabletop role-playing game that just hit $8,000 today. They've hit every single backing goal. And they'll be here on Friday to show us a little sneak peek of the brand new game.
Oh, very cool.
And then tune in next week to see what happens in this minecart debacle. Have a good night, everybody.